journey into the plane of water, with some of you, specifically Killian, and somewhat Salazar, but Salazar being much less confrontational about it, got into some arguments about certain people within the party, such as Freyla and Mason, and their attitudes towards the group. Despite being upset with Freyla, Killian still stood up for Freyla when Friedrich was being a bit pointed with his internal views about tieflings. But the argument didn't go very much of anywhere, as you guys were caught up in a storm that seemed to be moving at a faster pace than usual. This storm swallowed up your boat, and within the storm you guys were attacked by some pirates of a race of people that you guys are not so much familiar with. During the ensuing battle, the mast of your ship was broken, and towards the end of the fight, a waterspout touched down, engulfing both ships and sending people flying in different directions, separating your party. On one boat, the enemy boat, the one with the mast still intact, Jungrak, Friedrich, Rubyx, Freyla, and Ravana were sent onto that boat. On the other ship was Kunal, Mason, Dandy, Tahoe, Killian, and Salazar. In an attempt to stay on your original boat, Rubyx's arm broke through the wood on the side of the boat, gripping it tightly, but the force of the wind ripped it from its attachment to him, sending him flying into Freyla and Ravana.
Sounds about right. I don't like this campaign anymore.
Let me go home.
And Salazar was sent flying into the corner of the ship at full force, breaking his left arm.
Immediately killing him on impact.
Killing him on impact.
Bro, you cheated. Man rolled a 1 and he stayed on his boat. Fucking rat.
Yeah, well, he also lost the use of one arm.
Well, no, Rubyx lost the use of one arm.
Yeah, but he already lost his arm. See, this part wasn't
Hey,
painful for him.
wait a minute.
So, in the aftermath, as the boat flew up into the air and then landed an unknown distance from your original location, you guys awake to the sound of waves crashing against what sounds like a beach, maybe? No, that's not the right one. Here it is. You guys hear waves crashing against what sounds like a shore. Your boat is still, not moving with any rush of waves. There's no rhythm or movement. There is a creaking, as if your boat is pushing up against something. Ravana and Freyla are still clasping hands, although much more loosely now. And Rubyx is just sprawled out on top of you, Freyla.
Did I take extra damage because Rubyx literally flew into me as I hit the side of the boat?
You guys all can take a long rest, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you guys basically, if you hadn't been basically when you guys got knocked out, you then slept. The equivalent of what would give you a long rest.
So all I had to do to heal was just to get myself knocked out. Can't believe it.
Yeah, all we had to do was throw that fucking combat encounter and we got a free long rest.
Freyla, you look to your right, and you see that the sword that you gave Friedrich is just embedded like a few inches away from your head. Friedrich, you're like
the wind and not because Friedrich got up and tried to stab me but missed.
No, yeah, Friedrich is still slumped like back against the pillar.
Against the post.
Yeah, it looks like someone who literally was too drunk to stand and just like sat down, head like down, and just fell asleep. Jungrak, your sword is deeply embedded inside like the ship's hull, where you had stabbed it down. And yeah.
Am I like
Are we up
vice
now, or
script
are
on
we,
the sword, or am I just sprawled on the ground?
Give me a second. I forgot to write some stuff down. You are not vice script on it. You like schlumped down next to it.
Okay.
But you're all like slowly coming to.
Yeah, when Freyla wakes up again, she's gonna shove Rubyx off her.
Rubyx, you just feel a pushing and just like you just onto your face. You try to push up. You try to push up with your mechanical arm, and there's just like a wiggle of your shoulder.
Oh, he has a stump?
No, he doesn't have a stump really. It's just like he feels the muscles tensing in his shoulder that he would normally use to move his arm. And it's just.
Done. What happened?
Well, we either had the most crazy party ever, and I've got the worst headache ever, or that dream I had of us just flying through the sky was real.
You know, I think I had that same dream too.
It wasn't a dream.
Well,
Shoot. I was kind of hoping it was the party, I'll be honest.
where are we? Well, we're still on the plane of water, unless things got really crazy, but that doesn't really help.
I'm gonna pull the sword out and check over the side of the ship.
Yeah, you look down over the side of the ship, and you see that you guys are, like, just, like, stuck on this giant mound of coral. And as you look down, the water's really clear, but this, like, it's almost like a mountain going deeper and deeper. And you guys just happen to get caught on, like, the most shallow point. None of it actually crests high above, like, nothing actually comes above the water.
It's all underwater.
So we basically ran aground.
Yeah, you ran aground in probably one of the few places in the plane of water that you can run aground. So basically there's just like a mountain of coral beneath you. And not like mountain as in like descriptively, like literal mountain of coral beneath you.
I'm gonna turn behind me and look out over the horizon. I assume I don't see anything, just water, right?
Yeah, you actually don't even see the storm that you guys got caught up in. You like
Where
do
are
like
we?
you do like a 360 just looking around, and you see nothing on the horizon, no storm, nothing.
Oh, I think we're pretty lost. We were right next to that storm, and now I don't see it anywhere.
I don't think we can move either.
Oh dear
I wonder
lord.
how long we were out.
Well, okay, this is an assumption now, and she looks up, kind of squinting. Assuming that it's just the next day and not multiple days have passed, it's probably the next day around noon? Give or take.
Did anyone tell us if time works the same in this plane or not?
Yes.
Oh, it does?
Tahoe
Okay.
explained that to you guys.
Alright, just making sure.
And to know our exact location within the plane, well, relative location within the plane of water, we'll need to wait till the stars come out tonight. Because I can read the stars.
I don't really like all that astrology stuff, so I'll leave that to you.
Sounds good to me. Is Ravana just the quirkiest astrology girl?
Please no. Please no.
I hope not. You're about to ruin Ravana for me.
This is just a personal attack on Brittany now.
Outstanding.
Alright.
Alright, well, we should look around the boat and see what supplies we have.
I'll check below deck to see if we can find anything.
Is there a captain's quarters?
Yeah, it's like right
I'm
here.
going to the captain's quarters.
All right. You
I
go to the
want to check around.
Yeah,
Go
you
ahead.
go inside the captain's quarters and you see that must be where they stored their actual like food supplies. There aren't any flies because there's nowhere for flies to breed within the plane of water, but if flies were to exist within the plane of water, they'd be circling around right about now.
The food in here's rotten.
Yeah. It do be rotten.
Is there a window in this room?
Hold on, give me a second. I just fucked up the there we go. There's windows like leading out to the like water. Like there's not like like actual windows. It's just like slots where like wood isn't
Yeah.
peering out. But like yeah, all the food is rotten, and the food inventory specifically that you take note of is that there's a lot of fish, which about lines up, but something that is perhaps a bit unusual since you guys haven't seen any land since you came into the plane of water, is that there is a wide assortment of rotten fruit.
Well, this is all junk. They're useless. Alright, I'm gonna leave the captain's quarters.
Freyla, as you descend down into the as you descend down into the what is it called? The below deck, you feel a lurch as you step down, and you also step into a puddle of water. Except you realize that the hole underneath you has been filling very slowly with water, and it's already about halfway up the staircase that leads down.
Okay, well, I'm gonna call for the others then. Guys, we have a problem.
What's the that does appear to be a problem. Like Ravana's just kind of been like lazily following you, and now is caught up with you.
I'm gonna look for through the supplies to see if there's anything we can do to fix the holes we have. Ravana, do you happen to have like a mending spell by any chance?
That would be convenient, wouldn't it? I don't think I do. Let me check for her. She could have. It's unlikely, because I kind of focused heavily on aggression. But we'll see. Yeah, no. She does not have mending. Also, I don't know if you know this, James, but you're muted.
Sorry, I'm trying to find some
Oh, no, you're fine.
music for the stream, but
Oh, that's right. Jose's not here. Oh god, oh fuck.
oh god,
Yeah, we're gonna listen to the SpongeBob soundtrack. Sound like a winner?
let's go!
But
listen to the fucking Krusty Krab theme while we're on this boat.
yeah, you guys hear Freyla call out to you guys, like basically saying, "We have an issue."
Alright, well, I'll come down and see what the problem is.
Yeah, you see that it's clearly not, like, the water level is not rising fast at all. But however long you guys have been out, the boat has been filling with water.
On the bright side, we couldn't have been here for that long. At least I don't think so.
Well, if
On
there's
the
this
bright
much
side,
water
we're not
in here.
underwater.
Alright, well, any ideas on how to plug that hole?
Do we have a repair kit anywhere?
We should have some spare. Well, we should see if there are some spare scraps lying around, and I can work with it.
I'll help you look for whatever you think you need.
Yeah. So, where are you guys looking specifically?
In that below deck area, I guess.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and make a perception check, Jungrak and Rubyx.
That sucks. 11.
20 total.
Okay. 20 total. You can see that there are some buckets that have floated to the top since they're made of like a less dense wood. And you see buckets like that have come to the top. You see planks of wood that may or may not be part of the hull, but you see that there's stuff to work with.
All right. I'm going to grab as many planks as I can with one arm, and I'm going to grab like 2 or 3 buckets with my other arm.
Yeah, you kind of start wading into the water, and then you realize that it's deep enough that you're gonna have to that only you would be able to stand. So you start like pulling stuff underneath you. You're able to kind of slowly trudge walk through it. Anybody else who gets in there besides Friedrich is going to have to swim.
All right. I'll grab what I can, come back, I'll give Rubyx the wood, and I'm going to start bailing water with the buckets. I'll grab a bucket in each hand and I'll toss one to Friedrich and just start bailing the water.
I'm gonna help him out.
Okay. Ravana also grabs a bucket and starts bailing water with you guys. Alright, what are you doing, Freyla?
Do we know how to repair the holes that we have?
You could take a dive underneath the water to see where holes might be.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Go ahead and make an investigation check as you kind of plunge yourself completely underneath the water. You guys also notice that it is not hot here. It's more like 70-degree weather. Where you guys were before and within the storm, it was it was really cold and frigid. You guys have moved further west in the plane of water. Because from Tahoe's, Ravana's, and Salazar's explanation last session, or actually the session before that, you would know that the east side of the plane of water is covered in ice, and the west side is closer to the plane of Earth, which means it's warmer. All right.
So
what's your
east
investigation?
side
Is that significant that it would make we've been thrown off that significantly that it's
No, it's not
different
you guys
temperature,
weren't sitting in super cold. Where you guys entered the plane of water, it was relatively cold, but you guys were nowhere near the coldest part. Now it's kind of mild temperature basically.
Okay.
Think it was essentially it was 50 degrees when you guys entered the plane of water, and now it's about 70.
Okay. I rolled a 19 for investigation.
Okay. Yeah, you begin to work your way down underneath the ship, and you notice that there's no significant cracks. It looks like there's a bunch of very small fractures within the hull. Fractures that could be fixed. It's hard to count all of them, but once you start bailing the water and start seeing where the water is coming from, it'd be a lot easier. But you know that there's nothing that cannot be fixed underneath here.
Okay. I'll help everyone else with the water then.
Okay. So with everybody helping, including Rubyx, are you doing that, or are you trying to shape the wood and get that ready?
Yeah, I'll be working with my woodcarver's tools on
Okay.
the wood.
Yeah. Basically, Rubyx is taking any wood that Jungrak retrieves for him and assessing whether or not it's even useful in repairing the ship, and then shaping it to be the most useful piece of wood that he can get out of it. However,
to water.
between all of you, and even when Rubyx finishes his task of doing the wood retrieval, it takes you guys about 3 hours, almost 4, to get all the water out of beneath the ship just by hand. By the end, you guys are all even though it's only 70 degrees out, you guys are covered in sweat. But the sun is getting lower in the sky, so it's also getting a bit cooler. But it is a very strenuous work day. Just hard manual labor of getting it all done. And once you guys start getting to the bottom, Rubyx starts going and piecing, putting holes plugging holes, covering it up with wood. At a
I'll try
certain
to-
point, it gets to be a little bit too dark to work Rubyx. Which it obviously doesn't happen all at once, but you start realizing that like if you don't get some sort of light source before it gets nighttime, you won't be able to work on it at all at night. Which would be a whole like 12 hours lost. Well, 8-ish, because the sun's not down for very long actually.
I'm just gonna like yell out to like the others and go like, don't come down here. Then I'm gonna cast Flaming Sphere.
Chad.
All right.
Okay.
What was that? You,
Because
you said you need them.
Yeah.
because it sheds like 20 like feet of like bright light and then 20 feet of dim light.
I mean, that'll fucking do it. For sure it will. The wood underneath here, because it's been soaking in water for probably like 12 hours, what with the storm and on top of the storm just being filled with actual seawater. The wood down here is not flammable at all. So, yeah. You guys work for
Heck yeah.
4 hours until the sun begins to go down, then Rubyx casts Flaming Sphere.
It's the only source of light I have.
You're gonna
That,
be
like-
okay down there.
Yeah, so you
Oh
guys
yes.
you guys hear just a and all of you guys look down because there's just like because there's this graded system here. You guys can just see the light source coming out from below deck, and you guys see just the large looming just bubbling flaming sphere. It almost looks like almost like a magma slime, just bubbling and like flaming. So yeah, it doesn't take you long to plug the holes. With other people's help, such as Freyla, who is able to work closer to the very hot flames, you were able to find all the holes and kind of plug them. After all that, though, you guys are tired and still stuck on the reef.
Is it nighttime now, or is it just like sunsetting?
Yeah, at the point at which you guys finished bailing out the water, the sun was setting, and at the point at which you guys finish your job and the flaming sphere goes out, you guys have run out of daylight.
Oh,
We able to tell where we are now?
And the other thing that you guys are noticing is that the hunger is beginning to set in. Because it's been a whole, probably almost 24 hours since you guys last ate.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out some of my rations and I'm like 7 rations left.
So
Oh
as
dear.
you begin to pull out your rations, your clothes that were soaked through, it's just like mush mixed in with salt water now. Your rations. You can test if it's edible, but any sort of perishable items you guys had on you are now just
It's been
basically
waterlogged.
wrecked.
oh, great.
Well, that's no good.
Were we able to find
Okay.
any food in here?
No. I went in the captain's quarters, and I mean, there's food in there, but it's all rotten.
Yeah. The longer the day went on, the more the smell kind of just emanated out from the captain's quarters.
Alright, well, it's not entirely useless, I don't think. We could use it as bait if we could fish, maybe.
Oh right.
Some
I
extra
can
wood.
fashion us a fishing rod.
Let's fucking go!
A +1 rod of fishing.
Go ahead and make a dexterity check and add your proficiency.
Alright, let's see.
Oh,
What did I
wait,
loot?
really?
Yeah.
I can make a fishing rod?
Yeah, hell yeah, you can.
Hey Ben,
Yeah, what's up?
Okay.
I've got a javelin and 50 feet of rope. Can I make like a fishing spear that I can throw?
So you're actually you're from Korath, correct? Both of you guys are from coastal cities, so you guys actually probably grew up fishing. Friedrich maybe more so than Rubyx. So I will allow it. You'll just have to make a general dexterity check.
I got an 18.
18. Yeah, you make a +1 rod of fishing.
Whoa, let's go.
I got an 8.
An 8.
Outstanding.
You know, it has some promise to it. It's basically just a rope with a javelin attached to it.
That's what I was going for.
I guess
Works
we'll
for me.
try to use.
You know,
some, like-
you will not lose the javelin in the water. That is what you've gotten yourself.
I hold it up, I just go, perfect. Just what I needed.
Women want me. Fish fear me.
You guys see that he using some of the twine that you guys actually found. He's like Rubyx has wrapped it really thinly and actually constructed almost like a rod and reel system. A very archaic rod and reel system, but he has something. And you just look at fucking Friedrich, and he has a javelin where he's drilled a hole in the back, like brute strength, like pierced the hole through the hilt of the weapon, and just tied a rope through it.
Those guys that when they were fighting us, they were using like nets and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Can I
Would
try
they
to
have
see if
any-
they have? Yeah, do they have any
Yeah.
more?
You go below deck, and you actually find like a few barrels that have nets within them.
All right, I'll try to grab a few of those.
Okay.
And then
They're wet, but they're meant to be wet, so it doesn't matter.
And then one of the nets I'll fill up with like the rotting food.
Some of it's rotten fish, so be careful.
Okay.
I'll have told you that. Since you're using it as bait.
We can use rotten fish as bait, though, right?
Well, yeah, but
Yes,
you know,
can.
you're also
essentially chumming the waters.
you're also chumming the waters was the issue, the potential issue.
No, I say chum the waters. We got. Sorry, let me. Nah, I think we should chum the water. We got the boat fixed. No holes, no leaks. May as well use this chance, see if we can get some fish come by, and we can. I got this real nice fishing spear I just built. Don't know if y'all saw it, but I think we could put it to good use.
I'm gonna take a look at the fishing spear, and
It's just a javelin with a rope attached to it.
Outstanding craftsmanship.
the hell is
Thank
that?
What was that?
The hell is that?
I quite clearly said it's a fishing spear. You throw it in the water, stab a fish, pull it back, you got dinner.
Will it work?
I haven't tried it yet, but I would assume so.
Do we have like one of those like small boats on the ship?
A rowboat.
You guys do not have a rowboat attached.
Hmm. Alright,
We've
never
lost the
mind.
rowboats.
And if you did, it must have gotten blown away at the storm.
Yeah. All right.
You know, I also... I'm good. You know, I'm lucky. I don't... My loot's okay. It didn't break when we hit the side of the ship. Probably because you cushioned the fall, Freyla. So I'll just play us some nice little tunes while we try and catch our dinner. I am the moral support of the group.
This is where
Freyla's
Ravana
kinda,
plays
like,
thunder.
And she's
Readjusting,
going
like-
to inspire separately Rubyx, Friedrich, and Freyla.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh.
I see where your priorities lie.
All right.
So I'll just
Well,
start tossing the bait into the water.
Sure.
Yeah.
Are you trying to bait up your fishing rod, Rubyx?
yeah.
Okay.
Takes me a little bit. I'm just like holding the rod between my legs, just
So-
like trying to.
I'm gonna help Rubyx since he only has one arm.
Oh, thank you.
Forgot about that. That's rough. I feel like someone else might want to do the fishing pot. No offense, of course, Rubyx.
Yeah, you get it all set up and show me how to use it, and I'll do it for you, Rubyx.
I think I can handle it. Let's just say I wasn't really reliant on my other arm too much, just for magical stuff
All right.
and a little bit of dexterity,
All right,
but
well, if
no
you
real
need help-
loss.
If you need the help, I'm here. So
So Freyla, go ahead and make a nature check to see if you know where to how to properly chum the water, and if you know like a good spot, like as you like kind of pace around the outskirts of the ship.
All right, I rolled a 12, but can I add the inspiration die?
Sure, you can go ahead and so something that I guess that I've been meaning to say is like I think that the actual inspiration is going to be the OP inspiration that we went through that Rubyx and Killian have shown on stream. And the normal inspiration is going to go back to being what inspiration like actually is, which is a reroll.
wait, can you repeat that?
Oh, reroll?
So normal inspiration is going to be what it actually is as per like rules as written. It's going to be a
Okay.
reroll, but I'm going to also start awarding the other one more frequently,
Okay.
if that makes sense. So there's
I
two
meant
sets
that,
of inspiration
But,
for our
Ravana
campaign.
gave us bardic inspiration, right?
Yeah. I'm telling you guys about the other inspiration though.
Okay. But
Okay.
what do I roll to add to?
You add a D8 to your roll. Time to roll a 1.
Jesus, that's a very high. The heck is that? Just lore bar? No. Wait,
So
let's go.
13 total.
13. It's not bad. You manage to chum the waters a bit. You don't exactly cut the fish open the proper way. For some of it, you just kind of like basically throw half a fish just into the water. It's not perfect, but it'll make do. And Friedrich, go ahead and make a perception check as you watch like the areas he's chummed, looking for fish. And Rubyx, go ahead and make a nature check yourself to try and see like where you should place your fishing rod. So you guys have seen that Rubyx actually just has the rod underneath his arm, and he's almost in like this sort of position where he's kind of like he's got his hand on the actual reel, but he's bracing the rod with his bicep essentially.
Wait, the man made a reel too?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah, I
It's
got a
more like-
freaking 18. I don't know.
It's more like a pulley than an actual reel, but yeah.
And it's more like twine than actual like fishing line, but it gets the job done. So what was your
Country girls
perception
smoke too.
roll, Frederick?
Originally, it was a natural 1, but I used
But-
some luck.
Okay.
How does luck
I've got
work?
a
Does he get
19.
all of them back for every day?
Yeah,
Every
he gets
long
3
rest.
per long rest.
3 for long rest.
That's ridiculous.
So
It's,
what was
it's actually the best investment I've ever made.
And the
So-
day's almost over, so you get them all back.
Yeah, so what's the actual roll?
It's a 19 total.
19 total. You actually do begin to spot like fish coming up, and you actually spot a rather large fish. So go ahead and make an attack roll while I find out what with your javelin. Go ahead and make an attack roll with your javelin while Rubyx. What was your nature check?
So I have a +4 to nature for some reason.
It's an
And-
intelligence skill, but yeah.
Right. What do I add again
You add your
for the
+4.
inspiration?
Oh, for inspiration it's a D8.
Oh, okay. Well, that's 22.
22. you actually spot a like area of the reef where there's a bit of like there's like almost like even in the moonlight there's shadows. And something about your intuition relating to like fishing and when you were growing up is like maybe I should fish in a somewhat sheltered area. And right as he's preparing to throw his javelin, you actually feel a little tug on your rod. At first it's a little tap, and then all of a sudden it's a big lurch. So
So do I like?
go ahead and make an initial strength check.
Okay. Haha, 5.
So Jungrak, you're standing nearby and you see the fishing rod
Mm-hmm.
with only
He
one
get
arm.
yanked out of his hand.
Yeah, with only one arm. He was ready for it, but wasn't expecting the fish to be of the caliber of which that got on his rod. So you see the rod just go ahead and make a dexterity check to try and catch the rod as it flies out of his hands.
All right. That's what's my? I think my mod's
Well,
+2.
out of his hand. Excuse me.
My mod's +2, so that's a 14 total.
14, yeah, you actually. And the thing is spinning. Because of how well he made the rod, it doesn't immediately snap. But you're realizing that if you don't stop the spinning, it's gonna like hit like that like peak like almost like centripetal force pulling away, and you're gonna have to like slow down the spinning of like the reel
All right.
or it snaps the rod.
Did I grab it with one hand?
Yeah, you grabbed it with one hand, but
All right.
your strength easily lets you pull the rod back to your body.
All right. With my other hand, I'm gonna like grab higher up on the rod and try and stop the twine. I'm gonna yank it really hard back towards the ship.
Okay, go ahead and make a strength check.
That's a good roll. That is a 22 total.
22 total. Yeah. You and it burns your hands, the twine going up against it. You get basically like a rug burn on your hand, but it almost stops immediately. You hardly notice it due to the calluses already like covering your hands. And
Yeah.
then you just yank back and the fish doesn't land on the deck, but you actually pull it full force out of the water. And you see it's a rather big fish.
All right.
Alright, Friedrich, what was your roll as all this is going on?
Do you want me to use my normal hit modifier?
Yeah.
Since it's
Roll your attack, right?
Yeah, so if you equipped your javelin...
no, yeah, I have the roll already to hit.
Yeah, okay.
It's a 19 total to hit.
19 total? Yeah, you see a kind of like splatter of like, not a lot of blood, because we're not in like a crate, like a over-the-top gory movie, but like a normal amount of like splash of blood as it hits into the fish, and it begins like kind of flailing about on your javelin.
And I guess I'm gonna grab the rope and start pulling.
Yeah. Because you stabbed it through, most of the writhing is just kind of reactionary, and it slowly like dies down until the
Pretty
fish
dead,
is like died, and you kind of pull it up onto the ship and land the fish at your feet.
Can I start
Meanwhile,
reeling the fish in?
yeah. So go ahead and make an athletics check.
Me?
No,
Oh, that's not great. What's my plus? +7? 14 total.
14 total. That'll do it. You not as fast working as the insta-kill javelin, but you reel the fish in, and the fish is a bit larger actually than the fish that Friedrich reeled in, but is completely intact as Friedrich's fish is missing a rather large hole through the center of it. But you both guys procure more than enough meat to like feed you guys for the night.
Did my net catch anything?
Your net. Yeah, so go ahead and make Make a perception check. This is also happening simultaneously.
An 11.
An 11. Okay, you see what seems to be shadows of some fishes. Go ahead and make an attack roll using your dex. So probably just like whatever your, not whatever your crossbow is, but like add your
crossbow
proficiency
gets
to your
+2,
dex.
I'll just do a dagger roll.
Okay.
25.
25, yeah. The weights kind of wrap around whatever's in the water. You feel it writhing and you kind of pull it up. Ravana kind of helps you because neither of you are like super strong, but together you kind of make up for it. And you pull it up over the deck and you get like about 3 or 4, I'd say 4, like smaller fish. Like basically they're all like a quarter of the size of the fish that Rubyx and Friedrich pulled in, but you did bring in more of them, if that makes sense.
Let's go.
So yeah, between all of you guys definitely have enough to eat on this night. So who will be cooking?
I mean, I'll do it.
I can do it, yeah.
Well, don't look at me and Freyla. There's no way that the women are cooking on this trip. Well, we'll cook occasionally, but not specifically cooking.
I'll look at Jungrak and go, is it grilling time?
Yeah, I guess it is.
Alright. I trust you know what to do.
A grill?
You get a fire going, and I'll start gutting these fish.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
Slowly becoming bros.
Hey, yo, Rubyx, get some brewskis.
Rubyx is the actual like you got 2 dads and like an and you got 2 dads and a dilf. An up and coming dilf.
Jesus.
2 actual dads and an up and coming dilf begin their cookout. But yeah.
What do you mean Rubyx is... Never mind.
Yeah, you guys get to work with Rubyx very scientifically explaining to you, because you did grow up on Miriora, so you have a general idea of how to gut fish, but
Obviously,
Rubyx,
nothing this big.
yeah, nothing this big. So Rubyx kind of like explains it almost to you like scientifically, like where you should be cutting. And once he kind of explains generally, you like, oh, I can kind of relate my past experiences to. You know what's kind of crazy? 3 out of the 6 people here. Wait, 3 out of the 5 characters here have some experience in fishing because you guys all grew up on coastal towns.
Well, I was a lake, not a coast. But yeah.
Well, yeah, yours was a gigantic lake.
Ah, yes, the water is calming.
But yeah. Friedrich gets a fire going. The 2 of you guys cut apart the fish. Freyla and Ravana kind of watch along and do the smaller fishes and cut them up, and you guys all work together to cook them. They're pretty bland, as you guys don't have any actual spices to kind of cure the meat or do anything of that sort, but it's food, and you're not starving anymore. And they actually do have a nice kind of salty taste because they live within a very high salt content body of water. So they have a little bit of salt in them.
So, Ravana, any idea where we are?
Well, let's take a look. There's that constellation. I'm less familiar. I look at the stars. I look at the stars a lot when we're back on the material plane. But if I had to guess, we're about 50 miles west of the storm, and about, well, from when we entered the storm, about 20 miles north.
That's impressive.
That means we've got a long way of sailing ahead of us.
Yeah, if
And
we
we
can get
have
off this rock first.
Yeah, we need to figure something out. I have an idea, but it's not a very good one.
I'd also like to say, while they're having this talk, I grab all the guts and stuff that we're not going to eat, throw them in some buckets, and put it in the captain's quarter so we can chum the water tomorrow or whatever.
Okay. sounds good. Okay, just finishing up my notes.
I sure hope the others are doing all right.
Wonder where
Nation
they ended
especially.
up. It could be on
I'm
the
sure
other
they're
side.
okay, although
Hmm?
it is kind of worrisome. Doesn't your friend have the
Dry now?
ability to cast Sending?
Folded my clothes the other day.
Oh,
That's
Yes.
why I was hanging.
what was his name?
Uh,
What did I forget his name?
Salazar
Salazar.
should get into contact with us hopefully soon. If he is not, well, if he is still with the others as well.
Well, I'm not saying that he's dead, because, you know, I don't think he is. I mean, he could be. We don't know. Everyone could be dead for that matter. I guess I should be saying this. Anyways, essentially, if he lost any spell components, or if his loot was destroyed, he'll be unable to cast any spells. And that may be the reason that he's not casting Sending. Because I'm sure
Yes,
you
that would make
understand
sense.
how spells are cast, Rubyx. There's somatic, verbal, and sometimes physical components. Somatic, verbal,
Material.
and
Material.
material components. And if he lost his ability to use any one of those, he'll be unable to cast Sending. Because Sending requires
She's
all
waiting for
three.
you. Yeah, I have 2 more.
Yes,
2 more.
let's hope all three facets is well and well.
So you guys dine on your fish, and you get some rest for the long day of work ahead of you. Since Friedrich is gone, I'm gonna also use the restroom, and we will continue in a moment.
Get some snacks.
Yeah, what did I miss? I had to take my headset off and then I keep muting myself.
Basically, we're talking about if Salazar loses any of the three components he needs for sending, it might not work if he wanted to send.
I see. Because I literally heard, I really hope everyone's alright. And then I took my headset off, and then I put it back on, and then I heard, well, the components are material, verbal, and somatic.
Yeah, we were just talking about magic, how magic works.
That's crazy. I don't know how magic
Actually,
works.
I'm gonna use the restroom. Oh,
I actually have a question for Ben when he gets back. Because
That's
it's a
fair.
game changer.
Game changer.
Yeah. It's about how the sending stones work.
Mm.
If they're linked to one another, then it doesn't matter. But if it just lets me cast sending, period, then I can send to them.
I was just
But-
about to say someone have a sending stone. I
Yeah.
knew you had one, but it's to your wife. If it's
I don't know.
linked to your
That's what I'm
wife.
saying. I don't know if it's linked or not.
I would assume it's linked.
I would too, but that's really a Ben decision.
Yeah. You know
Because,
what's fun that I did today though?
What?
I went golfing, bro. That shit,
Bro, you any good?
fantastic. No, I'm terrible. I almost got
Huh?
par on one hole.
I wasn't planning on it. So how far over par did you shoot, or did you not keep track?
I didn't keep too much track. Most of them were 2 to 3. Anytime there was any sort of water, I just sunk it. So those ones were worse.
Nice. I like going golfing, but nobody I know really does that.
Mm-hmm. Well, when I come back to Tampa, which is going to be after summer semester at worst.
Do you have
'cause
clubs?
No, I used Connors, but my
Okay.
parents have clubs. So if I go to Tampa, like when I'm living there, We can go golfing.
Yeah.
Plus, I can make a weekend out of it. Go to Tampa, see the boys, go golfing.
Yeah.
Golfing.
It's fun.
That is dope.
Alrighty, I'm back.
Hey Ben.
I definitely
Yeah, what's
felt
up?
like it. Though,
I need a ruling on the field for the sending stones.
Yeah, what's up?
Is the one I have linked to the one that Aloe Vera has, or can I just use sending? Period.
It's specifically linked to the one Aloe Vera has.
All right, that's what I figured. All right.
A worthy question though.
Yes, Brittany, I am channeling my inner white frat boy. I didn't go
Where are
with any
Rubyx,
druthers,
where are the
though.
brewskis, bro?
Where are the brewskis? I didn't day drink either. Although that is definitely something that's on my list is golfing while drinking.
Bro, you went golfing and you didn't drink?
I drank last night, man. I woke up with a hell of a headache. I didn't want to.
You went golfing on a Saturday. You didn't drink.
It was with
You
the
didn't
boys.
smoke a cigar.
Didn't smoke a cigar. You're right. You're right.
Come on, man.
I'm sorry, man.
Okay,
I let you
but
know.
let's hold on. Let's talk about the fact that I snapped everyone when I was taking my mom to the airport at 4 a.m. and Jake was like, "Yep, still awake, drinking."
Yeah, I just got back from going out.
Yeah, he didn't need to be drinking today.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was awake when you sent that Snapchat, but I didn't want you to judge me, so I ignored it.
I was probably awake.
think that was
I was
Frankie
probably
that
awake 2 hours later because I had to go to work this morning.
Oof.
Yeah, no. I looked at my phone while I was watching a YouTube video, and it was like a 3:45. Snapchat from Brittany.
Damn, Brittany
No, I'll
did
let her
send me
think
a
I'm
Snapchat.
asleep.
I had 2 people respond to that at 4 a.m. I'm like, what is actually wrong with you people?
Oh, it's a lot.
Yeah.
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 Oh, but I also want to tell you guys that the 3 of you guys, 4 of you, because Ravana counts, that weren't seriously injured, are kind of lucky, considering what the hell happened to you all.
The 3 of you what?
Heck yeah.
You guys have bruises, and you're not perfect, fine, and dandy, but Salazar is what should have happened to everybody.
We could have lost an arm, yeah.
Salazar is a broken man.
Salazar is punished.
Punished.
Salazar is literally broken. His woman won't speak to him. His best friend doesn't want to speak to him, and now he has a broken arm.
Salazar
He's on the break. He's at the fucking breaking point.
Salazar has punished Ethan, and Ellen has punished Salazar. Tell me I'm wrong. Because Salazar hasn't died yet, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess we'll move some people around the boat, because why not? You guys
Nice.
were probably over here, you guys were chilling over here.
Okay, so let's talk shit about Freyla while she's gone.
Bro, Tieflings.
She's a bitch and she definitely fucked Ravana.
Wow.
What happened?
We weren't talking shit about you.
Huh?
I was just
So
telling you
anyways.
what happened. We were not talking shit about you.
Okay.
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 So, if we manage to get this ship free, do you think you can guide us in the way we need to go, Ravana?
He
Hold on
says
just a
as he's half a ship across from Vermont.
All right. So what was the question? I was dozing off.
Right. If we manage to get this ship free, do you think you can navigate us?
Yeah, I can navigate us. We're supposed to go to that city of what's it called? City of 1,000
City
Pearls.
of Pearls. That sounds right.
He told us the general area it is, and the plane of water isn't completely uninhabited. So, yeah, I could figure it out. I won't get us
All
there
right.
directly, but I know the general location he said it was. And I'll know if we pass it.
All right. Well, that's better than not knowing where we're going.
Yeah. Sorry, it's not much, but it's better than nothing.
It's true.
The first
Well-
issue though is getting the ship unlodged.
Yeah, I actually have a pretty bad idea on how to do that.
And what's that?
Well, if we can turn the masts a certain way and use enough rope for either myself or Friedrich to hang down, we could swing and knock into the back of the ship and see if we can knock it loose.
Wait, like
Well, I figure that might have to be both of us if we're doing that sort of thing as well. Might be better to swing to the front, considering we probably went headfirst into this coral reef. So swinging from and hitting the back might just push us further up.
Yeah, that might be a better idea.
How
Push us
stuck?
out backwards.
How stuck are we?
Well,
It could be like
I mean,
we just need
maybe.
a break from coral.
Well, we could
Maybe-
assess tomorrow morning. I mean, we'd have to get in the water, but everyone smells like salt water already, so shouldn't be too much of an issue.
Not much harm, yeah.
Although we did chum the waters.
Yeah, we should probably
Well,
wait. We should
We
probably
set-
wait out
Yeah. Play it by ear,
until-
see how many fish
until-
is still out.
until probably midday tomorrow.
Alright, well,
Perhaps we can catch some food to dry.
that sounds like a good idea. We wouldn't be wasting
Yeah.
time.
Yes, I would hope that when we get sailing, we have a steady supply of something to eat.
And what'd you say was in the captain's quarters? You said that there was something in there.
It was
Jungrak.
just a bunch of rotted food, fish, I think it looked like fruit. No fruit I've ever seen, but just a bunch of rotten food.
There could be an island nearby. I mean,
It could be.
relatively speaking.
I suppose
did
that
we
would
ever
be a
find
pretty
map
good.
or something.
I didn't see one in there, but I guess I could go look again.
No navigation.
You weren't looking for one, so you might have overlooked something. There's
Yeah,
definitely
I'll go-
no salvageable map below deck. So the
No,
only
I'll
place
go-
it would be.
I'll go search the captain's quarters again.
So
And
go ahead.
if somebody
make
wants to come with me.
Yeah, who wants to go with him?
I'll go with
I'll
it.
go with him.
Alright. Freyla and Jungrak, go ahead and make separate investigation checks.
Alright, I don't think I have a modifier, so that's a straight 16.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I don't have a modifier.
What was yours, Freyla?
12.
12. You guys pour over the captain's quarters. The smell just really kind of getting to you at this point.
I'm gonna start fucking shoveling the rotten food out of the fucking slits. Just throwing it through the window.
Gotcha. Yeah, you start just getting rid of all the rotten food. But
Like, not the guts that Friedrich set aside, but the rotten shit.
So you guys actually find, not a proper map, but what looks to be a roughly drawn map of the plane of water.
Why don't
Are
you,
there any
why don't
notes
you-
for like the path
I'm
they were
surprised there is even a map of this place.
Yeah, it's not really a map per se. It just looks like a rough estimate of what these pirates know of the plane. It looks like all the way west there is a place called. Give me a second. Interplanes. Okay, so you guys see that there is a place called the Frostfell. God damn it, I keep on getting this reversed. So you guys are actually trying to travel from west to east. So you guys are actually 50 miles east of where you were. The north still applies. So off to the west, farthest west where you guys came from is what they call the Frostfell, which seems to be what they describe as what they've drawn on the map looks like just like a bunch of ice. On all the way east, there's called the Swamp of Oblivion. It looks like just a gigantic swamp. And about really far east, not close to the Swamp of Oblivion, but if you guys were to count, like, strike a midpoint on the map, it's much further east than it is west, is the City of 1,000 Pearls.
Why don't you and Ravana take a look at this map and see if you can make some kind of sense out of it?
But yeah,
I'm
do you
sure
guys get
it'll
rid of
help
all the
in
food
navigate.
that's in there?
Yeah, I'm tossing that shit.
Okay.
I'll take one good look at the fruit, though.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
I'll just like practice minor illusioning.
Yeah.
The same fruit.
Gotcha. So you get that image in your head. Okay, Jungrak. Okay. So you also notice that they have on their map what is called the Island of Abundance. It seems to be a significant location for them at least. And they have like almost like a fork and knife, like what do you call it, symbol next to the island.
Well, I think I found where they would go for their fruit.
Oh, yeah?
Is that in the way to,
Yeah, it seems
That's
to be
what we're trying to
it
do.
seems to be further east than it is west. Okay. So you bring the map out to Ravana, she like kind of pores over it. Well, if I had to guess, I know where Tahoe said we were, which was right around here. And she points closer, like very far west, close to like where the Frostfell is, which is the icy area. So if we were here and we traveled for a day here, and then we got blown off course, and now the stars look like this. Yeah, it's on the way. We could stop there. Get some supplies.
Probably a good idea.
should we though? Maybe there's more of them there.
Well, we can always take a look. We don't have to get close to the island. If there's people there, we just move on, and we continue fishing. We become pescatarians? Is that what it is? People who eat fish.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Either
I think
way.
you're making things up now.
Either way, we eat fish, and we're happy. So, we're gonna pass it probably. With this
If we're
rough
getting along.
estimate and with kind of the legend on the map, I could probably get us there. And if there's
Alright.
people there, we just pass it by.
Does everybody have a means of fighting those elemental monsters in case we run across any of them?
You mean the Watcher elementals?
Yeah. You know, I know some of us had special weapons to deal with it. And I have an
Yeah.
extra one if someone needs one.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can pull out my frost metal rapier.
I'm gonna hold the longsword in one hand and the battle axe in the other hand.
Usually magical attacks do pretty well against these creatures, Rubyx. We should be fine.
If you
Ooh,
need your Friedrich, I suppose you could use my sword again.
I'd appreciate that.
I could use my hook spade.
You could. I don't know what that is, but sure.
I'm not sure that's wise with just the one arm.
Did you integrate the hook spade into your mechanical arm? I don't think
I
you
don't.
did. Yeah, I don't
No.
think you did. But that would have been funny. You'd just been down your hook spade.
Would have been out fucking played, is what you
I
would
could
have
use
been.
my hook spade. It's right here on my. Oh.
Yeah. All right, let's get some rest. Get this boat hitched in the morning, and then we'll go to the Island of Abundance, whatever that
Alright.
is.
I'm gonna
Sounds
take the
like a
first.
plan.
I'm gonna take the first watch.
Okay.
Just in case.
Freyla's gonna stay out on deck and just investigate around the boat, look into the water, and try to get a good look at the coral as well.
Sure. Are you trying to what are you trying to do when you're looking at the coral, specifically?
I guess see if I can tell how we're stuck in the water.
Sure.
Like maybe what direction we should try to aim for if we're gonna try to pull the boat out.
It looks like you're pretty decently stuck, and as you kind of look around it more, it looks like you might have not even run aground on here. You might have landed here.
Like straight up just dropped on it.
Yeah. And since the coral is deep enough in the water, you guys didn't crash into it and rupture your entire hull, but you did get stuck as the coral kind of settled around you. So it looks like it kind of is dealer's choice on how to get out of here.
Okay. There's ropes on the side of the boat, right?
Yeah.
Can I climb down?
Sure. So you kind of climb down. Do you climb into the water?
Yeah.
Okay. The moonlight kind of reflecting off the surface, the coral kind of having their kind of vibrant hues dulled. You kind of start swimming around the outside of your ship. What are you looking for?
Are there any rocks that we're lodged in?
You aren't lodged in any rocks. It's all coral, which as you begin to move some of it around, some of it is more rocky and more calcified, but there are some things that are a lot more squishy and seem more pliable.
Could we chip away at the coral?
You could. It would definitely be possible.
Would I've seen all of that, Freyla going over the side of the boat?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna walk over and look down at what she's doing, but I'm not gonna say anything yet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try to look, I guess, deeper into the water.
Okay. You see her kind of take a breath and then kind of dive down deeper.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
What's she looking for?
I'm gonna
How deep does this go?
It's
Because I would imagine the area around it is shallow, isn't it?
yeah. Freyla isn't one to be afraid of the unknown. So it is almost like a drop off essentially as you go further and further out, down this little area. You don't go very farther down, but you could tell it just is sheer, and you guys can't see the bottom of where the coral eventually probably stops because not enough sunlight gets down to it, to provide nutrients. But there is a just steep, you can't see the bottom kind of drop off as you go further down this mountain of sorts. Go ahead. Yeah. What were you doing, Jungrak?
well, I was just watching to see what she was doing. and I'm just like waiting. I guess now that she went under the water.
Okay.
So I guess if
Go ahead and
if
make
I-
a perception check.
okay, it's a 5 total.
5 total.
Yeah, let's go.
There's this kind of dim purple flash of light, and you see like almost like a shadow move up behind Freyla.
I'm going to draw my weapon and jump down the side of the boat.
Yep. Freyla, you take 5 points of piercing damage and 8 points of psychic damage.
Yo, Jungrak, you can't believe you landed on Freyla like that.
You, as you descend into the water, you get a better look at the creature. Your eyes kind of stinging from like the salt as you open them, but you know you can keep them open. You push through like the minor irritation of pain, and look down, and you see this creature that looks like the bottom half of its body is a squid, but the top half is almost like this kind of like insectoid kind of mantis, and its arms are like kind of like the hooks that mantis-like creatures use, and one of them is stabbed at Freyla.
I want to cut it off.
Bro, what kind of eldritch looking?
You want to cut it off? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Is this something you're willing to make a what is it called? A martial clash with? As it is a rather sturdy creature.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. Sure. Wait a minute.
Sure.
Go ahead and make a d20 check.
Is it an attack or is it just me rolling a d20?
Just you rolling a d20.
Oh, I don't like that. Alright. Okay, that's a 17.
17. The creature, caught off guard and not suspecting you, while you did plunge into the water, you almost in one like movement slash at the arm and cut off like one blade of the creature's arm, and it kind of shrieks and it looks at you with like almost like these purple burning eyes, and then it doesn't like disappear as in like vanish, but you can tell that like some sort of teleportation happened to it. And you look kind of behind you 20 feet away, and it seems to be swimming away with like a blood trail following it.
Okay. Is Freyla still conscious?
Yeah, Freyla's still conscious. It was painful.
Alright.
Your head hurts a little bit.
I'm gonna grab Freyla and start swimming towards the surface now. Like by the arm or something.
Yeah. You are stunned by it for a second, Freyla, but like as Jungrak starts pulling, you kind of like shake out of it, and you don't get a good look at the creature, but you do see like a trail of blood leading away.
Also, I think the appendage or whatever is still sticking into you.
Yes.
Oh wait. Oh no.
And at this point, Freyla, I would like you to make a con save.
Oh,
18.
Ben.
18. Okay. Yeah. You can feel your body getting weaker and like the headache starting to pound, and your intuition tells you that something in this thing that attacked you, this appendage, is causing some sort of bodily reaction.
Can I pull that out?
Yeah, you kind of, and then you Steve Irwin and die. No, I'm just. But
Fuck.
you pull it
Also,
out.
Ben.
There is a bit of a splurt of blood, but you feel the reaction start to go down. And Jungrak pulls you to the surface, and you guys kind of like slowly climb yourself out by the rope out of the water. Friedrich?
I just wanted to say this is not related. This isn't in game. You stole that from Subnautica, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I stole that from Subnautica.
You were explaining the teleportation thing, and I was like, wait a second.
Wait a minute. I've seen this before.
Yeah,
No, you haven't. This is brand new.
this is brand new. What do you
it
mean?
rhymes with post Leviathan.
Oh my god. Alright. Should really be more careful, Freyla.
What the hell was that?
I don't know. But I saw a light coming from the water, so I jumped down to see if it was you or not.
I still have the, whatever the hell it was, right?
Yeah.
The thing I pulled out of me?
Yeah.
It's Rubyx's arm. No, I'm just kidding.
It looks like almost like a crab claw. And weirdly enough,
Yeah.
because you guys are still a little bit hungry, I mean, it looks like there's meat inside the crab claw.
Yo!
Yummy.
Alright, well, if you feel like eating this thing, you can. I'll pass.
Yeah, I'm alright.
You kind of toss it down onto the deck. It kind of twitches a bit in reaction to hitting the deck.
You like monsters, don't you? Maybe you should hang on to that. See if you can learn something.
I'm familiar with undead demons. I suppose that could be one of those. I think so.
Demons.
Alright, well. Just, if you're gonna do something like that again, let someone know. I'm gonna get back to the watch now.
Okay. So each of you guys is gonna take a watch essentially. So who wants to take the one after Jungrak?
I'll take it.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check, Jungrak, as you just kind of survey the surroundings.
7 total.
7 total. It always seems on the periphery of your vision, but every now and again, clearly these creatures are confined to the water, but you do see flashes of purple, like almost on your periphery. Every
Like,
once
you
in a
see
while.
it, and when you turn to look, it's gone?
Yeah.
Alright. Well, I'll tell Friedrich about the purple flashes. And if you see anything come out of the water, you get us.
Duly noted.
Alright. Go ahead and make a perception check, Friedrich.
Nine total.
9 total. Your watch is relatively, not quiet, but boring. Nothing really happens. At times you do get distracted, and then you kind of like remember that you're supposed to be watching and kind of shake yourself out of it and look around, and the moon's moved in the sky, but you know, you kind of like go and like quickly check on your your companions, see if they're still kicking, and they're all kind of sound asleep below deck where you guys have fixed everything up. But nothing really happens on your watch. Who would like to take it after Friedrich?
I guess I'll go.
Okay, go ahead and make a perception check.
I shall relieve you of your watch.
Sounds good.
Oh yes, let's go.
Rolled a 1.
As a 5.
Yeah, this is epic.
This is a good watch, guys.
Hey man, it's uneventful. I'll take it.
Nothing's happened so far.
Rubyx, you do notice that there is a bloom almost of jellyfish, kind of like this
Fucking-
bioluminescent green. They seem to be caught on a current that's moving south, and it distracts you for a while, and you kind of lose track of like what you're watching. But it's a beautiful sight as you see like thousands of jellyfish being migrated by the current. But
There's a southern current.
yeah.
Fascinating.
So Freyla is the last watch.
I'm rolling a perception.
Yeah.
An 8.
Something that you
Yes!
notice is that the flashes aren't on the periphery of your vision. Almost in an intimidation display, there is flashes of purple that are always directly in front of you, and multiple. And you see those creatures like kind of... They don't pull their bodies out of the water. They're clearly nautical creatures. But they pick their heads out almost like sharks do. And just kind of peer out over the water's edge.
If I empower my weapon, does that interfere with my rest at all?
No, I won't say it does.
Alright, I'm gonna empower my heavy crossbow. And take aim into the water.
Okay.
See if I still see that, what do you call it? The creature that attacked me.
Yeah, you don't see the exact creature that attacked you, but you do see, every once in a while, you'll see one of the same type.
Alright, I'm gonna wait to see if I get a good shot on one.
Okay.
And I'll fire off at it.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll.
I rolled a 9, but it's a 17 total.
Alright, so you do hit close to the creature, and the creature kind of like moves away in shock. And after that point, for the rest of your shift, you don't see any more of the flash. You see the flashes at the periphery, but never in front of you anymore.
Damn it.
Alright, so in the morning, you guys notice that all of the chum that you guys threw out is dissipated or gone, whether it was eaten or whatnot, it's gone. Even the stuff that Jungrak threw out late that night, all the rotten food is gone.
Excellent.
Wait, even the stuff we had in the bucket is gone, you said?
No, I didn't toss that.
Oh, okay.
No, the stuff in the bucket's gone. I mean, there. The rest of it is gone. Like the
Everything
stuff you
is
guys
in
threw in
the
the
water.
water.
Okay.
I threw all the
Whether
rotten
it's
shit
been
out.
taken by the current or eaten by other creatures, we don't really know, but it's gone.
Seems the night went relatively uneventful.
Yeah.
I saw a massive group of jellyfish. It is a wonderful sight.
Well, that sounds very pretty. Anyways, we getting out?
Starting to believe there's nothing hostile in these waters.
Yeah. Did you guys see anything hostile in the waters? On your shifts?
Maybe.
Nah, I didn't see anything.
There were some creatures, I tried to take a shot at one of them, see if I can mark them. And I missed.
Oh well. Hey, what's that? And she points to the giant, like, appendage just lying on the deck.
Why-
That was one of those creatures. Or at least part of it.
Creatures?
How?
Okay.
Yeah.
So
What?
before we went to take our rest last night, I decided to take a look at the water, see if I could figure out a way to get us off this. And some strange creature attacked me.
So there
Well-
are nocturnal creatures in this water?
Looks that way.
I don't know about nocturnal, but
Yeah.
there's
Well,
I don't know.
something in there.
I saw a weird purple light coming from the water. So I jumped down to see what it was, and the creature stabbed Freyla in the side. So naturally, I cut off its arm. And it
Good response.
disappeared.
That is a big arm.
Yeah.
It couldn't be that
I-
big, right?
I think that we should be more careful and not go alone if we're going to go down into the water, in case those things live in this coral.
All right.
Could be because we just chummed the water.
Could have been.
It'll
But-
probably give it the time to settle. But either way, it would be smart to go in pairs.
So we get this
Yes.
boat unstuck or what?
What's the plan?
Well, you went down there. Do you think that your idea of breaking the coral is going to work? Just go down there and start hacking away at it?
It seems like a lot of it isn't rock, so I believe that's possible. If no one else has any other idea.
Well, Freyla, you
Think
are the
that might be
brains
our
of our
option.
operation. You know, our duo pair operation.
Well,
I think he's pretty smart too, and she points to Rubyx.
do you think that there's coral that we could stand on? I mean, I know it's a long shot, but maybe we could try and rock the boat. See if we can shake it loose of the coral.
Jungrak, I know you're strong, but I think you're lift an entire ship strong.
Well, he doesn't
We
have
have
to
Friedrich.
lift it.
And besides, we're just trying to rock the ship free. I'm not trying to pick it up. Even I know I'm not that strong.
Yeah, it could work.
Hey,
I hope we're
Rubyx,
not. Yes.
can you tell which way the current's going?
Oh. If I remember correctly, last night the jellyfish were following the water south.
So we guys everyone could push from the south. We get the bonus of the ocean helping us.
It's my
Or-
idea.
North. I told you, I'm not that smart.
I think if we chip away in that direction as well, we can get some leverage on our end.
Oh, so you're saying that we chip away on like the south side, giving us, more room to work with, and then we push from the other side.
And
So
this
Rubyx
one
gets the
may go
current.
quick.
We get the strong guys to push, and me and you can chip away?
That sounds about right.
Works.
It's the best I've got.
Alright, let's get to it. So Rubyx, you can decide if you want to help the team pushing, or if you want to help the team cutting.
Yeah, I want to help the team cutting
Okay.
because I have a spade I can use to.
So
bash
I want you guys to just
people.
generally go ahead and make a, since all of you guys are not strength based, go ahead and all of you make, like, the group that's cutting, go ahead and make dex checks. Just straight dex checks. And the two pushing, go ahead and make strength checks.
Can I use the
Whoa!
frost metal rapier to like poke at the coral and like freeze it? So it's easier
Sure.
to chip away.
Yeah, go ahead and make your roll with advantage then.
I'll give them the axe so that so that one of them who's cutting can use it. The star metal axe.
Okay, and
How heavy is that? Can that be used in water?
I mean,
Oh.
it's not super heavy,
Oh,
but
so it's
you
like
know,
a light axe,
yeah.
like a handheld.
No, yeah, it's a one-handed axe.
so also Ravana starts humming
But
to
I wanted
herself,
to use my hook speed.
and she's like, I believe in you. I believe in your one arm, and I believe in your two arms. And with us, we have 5 arms. She almost said 7. Battle's dead. Bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
No.
Both you guys have inspiration to your roll, R- Freyla and Rubyx.
Yes. Because I rolled pretty high.
I rolled an 18.
Battle's back.
Let's go!
I think I'm gonna
So-
hold on to my inspiration.
Yeah, I
Alright.
might just hold on to it.
What did I miss other than other than Ravana counting to 5?
They got inspiration for the roll.
Yeah, they
Freyla,
got
like, looks
inspiration
down.
to their roll.
Freyla looks down when
Okay.
she hears Ravana struggling with like, counting to 5. And, like, reassess the situation she's in.
Okay, go ahead and tell me your strength checks, lads.
I rolled a 23 total.
20.
Wasn't Nirvana the one that came up with the plan? Oh no. That's good.
Ravana has intuition. She doesn't have brains.
She's street smart, not book smart.
Also, is partially my plan.
You ever see that?
Imagine being smart.
You ever see that meme from that show called Dan versus the World? Where he's like, he has extremely specific knowledge about only certain topics. And
Ravana.
he goes, like, "Hey
Able
Dan,
to tell.
we built Mount Rushmore," and then he names the guy, and then he goes, "All right, where's Mount Rushmore?" And he goes, "I don't know. What do I look like? A geologist?"
So, I like how it's like Ravana be able to tell you guys' like approximate position using the stars in the sky. Also Ravana. There's 3 of us here. One person has 1 arm missing. How many arms do we have?
How many arms do you have?
You look
That
over, she's,
literally
counting on
sounds
her
like
fingers.
an actual like kindergarten question for math. All right. So, what was your roll, Friedrich?
19.
19. So, with several success, all of you guys succeeded on your rolls. So you guys actually cut the time that you guys take to get this out, which if you had all like done poorly on your rolls, you would have gotten it out, but it would have taken you like probably like 4 to 5 hours. You guys cut it down to 2 hours. You guys really like efficiently work. And before
Yeah,
the sun
rolled
is
a
even
21.
peaked in the sky, you guys feel, and you can feel that the boat is now on the open water.
Hold on, I heard the boats move.
All right, let's get back
Quickly.
on the ship, Frederick.
Yeah.
The
Let's not worry
shell.
about anything anymore.
All right.
Let's raise these shells.
All right. I think I remember how to do that, and I'll go to the sails when I get back up to the boat.
So you guys use your 1 day of knowledge on how to run a boat to try and get this boat into shape, and it's shaky, it's rocky, but
Half the shells are missing. No, I'm just kidding.
half the sail, yeah. You guys get it working, and you manage to get the boat going the direction that Ravana wants you to. So you guys sail for the better part of the day, leaving the coral reef behind you, leaving those creatures behind you, and eventually it's just wide open ocean. And you guys travel for a good portion of the day, and then it gets to nighttime. You guys fish throughout, using some of the chum that you guys have. Your ability to fish is non-existent, Frederick, since you guys are constantly on the move. But Rubyx is able to land a couple fish using your guys' help, as he's just fishing. But nighttime hits, and you guys have a choice on whether or not you want to keep the boat moving through the night, or if you guys want to slow down so that you don't potentially go off course.
I was about to ask if we're able to like
think-
anchor the boat.
I think we should give ourselves as little chance to get lost as possible. So I think we should raise the sails.
Right, it'll cut down our time of travel.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
I
up to
messed
you
when I said
guys.
raise.
It's a risk versus reward. We could get blown off course and suffer a bad fate, but we could also get to our destination sooner.
What do you think, Freyla?
What if I stay up?
Can you do all this by yourself?
Necessarily, but I can make sure we don't get blown off course. If something happens, I'll wake the rest of you.
I guess we could take turns doing that. All right.
Yes,
We can keep it going. We can keep it going through the night, and then we'll just switch off who stays up, keeping us on course.
Alright, well then if we're going to do that, let's put up the sails for a moment and I'm going to teach you guys generally where the stars should be.
Alright, I'm going to raise the sails.
Friedrich and Jungrak work together to kind of raise the sails, and she starts pointing out the really bright stars in the sky. Alright, so that star should always be behind us. That one should be directly overhead at all times. You know, if it's off to the right or left a little bit, that's okay, as long as it's not all the way over here, all the way over here. And then the one we're heading toward is that one. And she points to like a brighter constellation in the shape
Is there
of
a
like
North Star?
not here, but I guess that's a north constellation, and she points off to the left, like not the left, but I guess it would be her right. She points off to her right, and
because we're heading east, right?
God damn it! Yeah, you wait. You guys are heading east.
North would be left.
So north would be left, yeah. So she points off to her left. I keep on getting it reversed in my head. She points off to her left and kind of points out a constellation that would signify north. So, really, what you need to make sure is that star's overhead and that star's in front of us. And, you know, hopefully that star's behind us. So
Okay.
I want everybody to make an intelligence check to try and remember this information.
Yo, I'm kind of good at those. A 19? 21 total.
Bro, I'm fucking rolling hot.
Let's
That's
go.
an 18.
Whoa.
That's an 18.
Okay, so we got a 19 and 18. A what?
6.
6.
I rolled
A
a
19.
19. Okay, so you guys are deciding to keep the sails up to kind of keep yourselves moving, but you're going to be careful to watch. And everybody except for Friedrich kind of gets a good grasp. To you, it just kind of looks like a big mess of dots. And, like, you're really not sure how people are, like, you know it's not bullshit, obviously, because, like, people have done this before, and, like, travelers do this all the time. But you look up, and it's just nothing for you. And when people are talking about, like, oh, yeah, okay, so, like, yeah, that bear is supposed to be in front of us, you're like, what the fuck?
You see a bear?
What the hell are you talking about?
I don't see a bear. I see
The bears
dots.
I know.
So who is the
shake
first
trees.
shift?
I think Freyla volunteered.
Ravana's going to do the middle shift so that she can assess where you guys are about at the middle of the night.
Oh, we're gonna treat it like a rest, like the rest watches.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'll
All
take
right.
it first.
Okay.
So, go ahead
I'll
and
do the
roll a
last
percentage die.
What the hell is a percentage?
It's this one. I don't know if it'll focus.
I don't know if Jacob has a percentage die.
I don't, but I can do it on D&D Beyond.
Yeah, you can
It's
just roll
just-
roll 2
2d10.
D10.
2d10?
Yeah, 2d10. When it comes your turn.
14.
31.
Okay.
Wait, are we all rolling it?
Add inspiration to that?
So, Freyla, you do notice that as your shift goes on, your 2-hour shift, you begin veering a little bit too far north. By like, at first you're just like, maybe I'm just seeing things. Maybe I'm too paranoid. Maybe it's just like my eyes seeing something that's not there. But by the time that an hour of your shift goes by, you're like, that is significantly off course.
The ship just went like.
Can I try to like readjust while this is happening?
Yeah. So
Turn
what
the wheel a
was your
little bit.
job when you actually were assigned a job on the boat?
I think it was the sails.
Okay, yeah. So go ahead and make a dexterity check with advantage, since that was your job originally. To try and course correct.
A 12. But I'm gonna add. You said a D8?
Yep.
15.
15. Okay, yeah. You're able to course correct, and by the time that your shift ends, you're back on track. Who's up second?
I'll go.
Okay. So Rubyx, go ahead and roll a fresh percentage die roll. Just because we'll do it when your turn actually comes up.
What's that? 93.
93. Rubyx, you stay on course throughout the entirety of your shift. Actually, it's so straight and narrow with you making minor adjustments around every 5 minutes that the next person gets onto shift, which is Ravana, and she just looks and she's like, either the winds are really in your favor or you've done a great job keeping us on course. She kind of just looks up at the sky. So it's Ravana's shift. Ravana keeps it on course because she's the kind of like metric for this whole thing. So who's up next?
I'll go.
Okay. Go ahead and roll percentage die.
So what does the 00 mean?
Oh.
100?
Yeah, that's 100. So
Okay.
you keep it perfectly on course throughout your night. You don't know the stars very well, but you almost intuitively understand the movements of the boat after being on the water sometimes when as a child, when your dad would teach you like different like very manly activities. But yeah, you keep it on course, and now we get to Friedrich. Go ahead and roll a percentage die.
Jungrak goes to feel proud of himself
2d10, you said?
and then gets
Yeah,
upset.
2d10. So go ahead and roll 1 first. That'll be the first digit of your number. And go ahead and roll the second one. That'll be the second digit of your number.
21.
21. So,
Let's go!
as Friedrich is the last person on your shift, and he cannot read the stars at all, Ravana gets up at the last light, like last bit of light where the stars are beginning to fade in the sky. She's like, we are off course. And you guys have been
I
off
was
course
doing
for
pretty
like
well.
2 hours. No, listen, I can't expect you to be an expert on reading the stars, so it's not your fault. Don't feel bad about it, but we are off course.
Shoot.
Let's get this back on track. And she gets
We're
you
now
guys
headed
going.
to Tomboy Island. No, I'm just kidding.
Exactly, we're on course.
Tomboy Island is on the plane of
Just do
water.
with like the neon like Vegas.
Vegas strip lights.
You think that's what they meant by the fork and knife for that island?
Oh,
So, because of the 2 failures and the 1 the 2 failures and the two like basically almost critical successes, you guys make decent time over the course of the night. And when noon is about to hit, when the sun is almost highest in the sky, you guys begin to see an island coming up in the distance.
It's Tomboy Island.
Yeah.
If anybody would like to climb the crow's nest and get a closer look, you can. Or try to get a closer look.
do we have a telescope from any of the supplies?
You did not find a telescope within the supplies.
No.
I want to go up top.
Okay, you climb to the top.
Got some binocs.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
20 total, not natural.
20 total. You scan the island and it looks devoid of any settlements, any ships, any like native people living on the island. It looks obviously there you can tell it like there's animals inhabiting the island, but it looks like no humans or humanoid people inhabit the island. At
Ah,
least ones that build settlements and or like use ships.
That's our island.
Is it so small that we can see the whole island as we come up on it, or is it like we can only see part of it? Or I guess Jacob or Frederick.
stop dead naming me, Battle. Come on.
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry, what was the question?
Can he see the entire island from the crow's nest, or is it just the face of the island?
It's just the face. The crow's nest is not that high up.
All right. I didn't think so.
It's a smart question, though.
We got the
Nice.
dinghy.
No, we don't
got
have things.
we got the sloop from Sea of Thieves.
Buried treasure?
So you guys are on
Tomboy Island.
day 8. Mid of day 8 before you have to be back on the material plane.
Day 8 out of how many?
So you guys started with 11 days going into the plane of water. You now have 8 days left.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I was about to get worried.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys have a little over, barely over a week, but you know it's still a week.
Oh, we have 8 days left. Okay.
Yeah.
What's
You guys
the
have
days
you guys
have
have been
gone by,
traveling
it's like,
for
oh,
about
crap.
3 days, essentially.
We've hit the new month, right?
I think so.
Oh shit. Yeah, you actually might have. I haven't been keeping track. 25th, 26th, 27, 28. You guys are on the 29th of Lavorin, which actually I don't think there's 29 days in Lavorin, so give me a second. Good point. I haven't been keeping track of the days. So Lavorin actually has 31 days, so it's the 29th day of Lavorin, I believe.
Okay.
So yeah, because you guys entered on when you had 11 days left, then it went, and it was the 25th. Wait. Yeah, 25th of Lavorin. Then the day that you guys got caught in the storm was the 26th. Then the day that you guys woke up on the boat was the 27th. Then the day that you got free was the 28th, so now it's the 29th. Yeah.
Nice.
So it's the 29th of Lavorin. And you guys have arrived at the Island of Abundance, which is marked on the map of the pirates. So, Friedrich reports that there is no life on the island. At least not like what you guys would consider sentient life. What would you guys like to do?
Is this that island you think we saw on the map?
Oh, and I also can switch you guys over to the other boat. Pog! You guys are free.
Boat time.
Let's go.
I'm gonna place Ravana down, but you guys can place your own tokens.
Oh,
Do you think
that's
this
not
is
me.
the
Wait a
island we saw
minute.
on the map? Ravana?
What'd you say?
So do you think this is that island we saw on the map, Ravana?
Well, it probably is. There's not too many islands in the plane of water. So, if it's not, well, I guess what we're looking for is food. So if it has a bunch of food, then we're good, you know?
Do you think it's worth looking at?
Yes, but when I took a look at the food that they had, I think we should be a little careful. I mean, it's hard to tell from rotten food, but I don't know how edible it'll be for all of us.
Hmm.
I'm sure there'll be something for us to eat, but we gotta be careful. Hold on. I'm gonna fucking find out how to say this stupid word. Give me a moment.
Alright. Don't hurt yourself trying to think of the word.
And I'm just gonna play it in my head.
Sahuagin.
Sahuagin.
What?
Sorry.
The Sahuagin. The pirates that we fought.
Yes. Yeah,
They have
the
different
Sahuagin?
dietary systems than
Something
we
like
do.
that.
The Sahuagin.
Alright. Well, what do you think, Freyla? Or Rubyx? Think we should give this food a chance or just keep fishing?
Well, if we're not careful, because of all the fighting we're doing, and the ship stuff that we're doing, and the constant manual labor, if we had a bigger crew, I wouldn't worry about it, but, you know, we could run low on the nutrients that we need if we don't get something besides fish in our bodies.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think we should just check the island.
Alright. Well, I guess we should go check it
Further.
out.
So,
Who knows?
Are we all going to get off the ship and look, or should someone stay on the ship?
thank you, sir. So something that you would have noticed, Jungrak, is that there is a detail on the back of the map relating to the Island of Abundance, saying that at the center of the island there is, as the Sahuagin pirates described, magical fruit that grants supernatural abilities.
What?
Huh?
Is this One Piece? No, I'm just kidding.
Well, you've piqued my curiosity, so I will not be one of the people staying on the boat.
I don't know. If we anchor the boat to the thing, we shouldn't worry about the boat flying away. There's no
Well,
storm nearby.
It's more about if people show up. But Friedrich said that this place looked abandoned, like no one's here, so...
Yes, but abandoned
What does that
people.
mean?
What about creatures?
Yeah,
We don't know
well,
what kind of creatures will be on the island. And our numbers are thin, so we might need the whole strength of the group. But I can stay back if you want me to.
No, I think we're gonna need you. Yeah, you're right. I think we're all gonna have to get off the ship. Alright. Let's get up close and I'll drop the anchor.
Alrighty. So, Jungrak heaves the, basically, you look like Nautilus, except if, a normal character, a normal, proportioned person was just carrying the giant hook as you just kind of
Just
over
throw
the
the
edge.
anchor.
Yeah.
Alright, after I do that, I'm gonna sit down. Tuckered me out.
You could have asked for. Never mind. Alright,
He's beefy.
what's the plan?
Well, I think we should split up.
On the island?
Yeah,
Why is that?
cover more ground. You know, don't go too far. Go a certain direction. After a certain amount of time, meet back on the beach. Whoever finds whatever's more interesting, that's the way we go.
Well,
Alright.
if we're doing the
Not
buddy
worth it.
system, it's either going to be a group of 3 and a group of 2, or we abandon the buddy system, I suppose.
I think
Oh, right, there's only 5 of us.
I'll stay behind on the beach, just in case something comes up.
Okay, I'll go with Freyla.
Yeah, I'll go with you, Jungrak.
Alright.
Sounds like a plan. Um, I'll try to make some kind of alert signal in
Alright.
case something does
So-
pop up.
I'll hand him the fire grenades and the smoke grenades that we made. I don't even know.
Nice.
So, would we be able to gauge, like, 30 minutes?
Yeah.
Alright, so that's what I think we should walk in, like, separate directions for, like, 30 minutes, and then meet back on the beach where Rubyx is.
Makes sense to me.
And then whoever finds something more promising, that's where we'll go.
Does Ravonna have a weapon?
So you guys just walking along the beach? She
has
doesn't,
her
but
words.
she's a bard, and you know she doesn't need a weapon to fight.
She has her words.
Should I give Friedrich the frost metal rapier then?
I mean, I can give him my sword.
Other one's fine with me, whichever one of you doesn't want to keep theirs.
Alright, I'll hand you, Actually, what's the difference between the axe and the sword? Are they actually different, or are they basically the same?
I don't know.
They are the same. Alright, I'll give you the long sword.
You're giving
Is
him the
it-
star metal sword?
Yeah, the star metal long sword.
Is
Okay.
that something I can find in D&D Beyond, or do you need to send me the data for it?
You might
I mean, I'll
have to
just
send
copy
him a
and paste
picture
it
of
to
it.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, send me the data. I have to remember what
I don't know why he can't get my homebrew stuff. It's really weird.
It's probably because he's not in the
Because-
campaign.
He may need to
you
be
put me in
enable
a
it.
separate campaign.
Yeah, but he's in my campaign. You know what I mean?
Oh wait, you know what? Actually, it probably.
Oh,
is
you
that-
I have to enable homebrew content on your
Yeah, I
thing.
don't think homebrew is.
There you go.
enabled.
I did it. I'm gonna add it in.
Okay.
So, just for
Alright,
the
well-
sake of it, go ahead and remove your star metal sword so that he has it.
Remove it or just unequip it?
I guess it would be easier just to unequip it.
Alright, because I just did that.
I've equipped it for you.
Oh, you gave it to me already?
Yeah.
It's basically just a normal longsword, but it does magic damage. So it overcomes resistances to like elementals and stuff.
I like it.
Alright. So Rubyx stays back. Jungrak and Friedrich. Ravonna and Freyla.
I'm not gonna have my shield out during this.
Okay. So, are you guys just going around the beaches on the periphery? Going around?
Yeah.
Okay.
But didn't
See
the
how-
map say that like it's in the center? Where we're looking
Well,
for?
That's where the magical fruit is. But do you really want to find the magical fruit, or are you looking for the more reasonable stuff? Because we can go and we can go inland, but maybe we could find a
think,
path on the outskirts.
Maybe we try and find something on the outskirts. Then we see nothing too interesting. Come back, go straight down the middle.
Yeah, that works for
Remember, we
me.
don't want to waste too much time.
I mean, we could always just head straight inland and hope for the best.
Alright. So,
Don't worry about boats.
as your two groups disperse, I would appreciate it if, while Jungrak and Friedrich are making their rounds, that Rubyx and Freyla, you guys go ahead and go to private talks for a moment.
No.
Oh. How do I do that?
You just change channels. Alright, so you
Where do you
guys
want
make your
me?
way around. You don't need to leave, Brittany. You make your way around the island. It's a bit quiet. There are birds. It's not like unnervingly quiet, but as people who have grown up within the civilized world, within where there is like cities and towns and bustle constantly, it's a strange kind of quiet. It's not unsettling or unnerving, but it is quiet. Something that you guys don't hear very often, especially when you're on land. And there's a wide assortment of fruit that you guys haven't personally ever seen. If you guys would like to collect some, you can. There's fruit that kind of looks like it's almost like a spiky, kind of like durian fruit, kind of a deep yellow shade. There's like almost like this purple, like plumish looking fruit. There's things that look like almost like pink apples and other things. It's really up to you what you would like to, if you would like to grab anything.
I'm gonna grab one of those purple ones and take a bite of it.
Okay.
I want to see him grab something. What did you grab? The purple one?
Yeah, I grabbed the purple one.
That's not the
I'm
apple thing you're describing, right?
No.
I'll grab the apple and take a bite. Seeing him do it, I figure, well, what's the worst that can happen?
Alright. You guys are gamers. I respect it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
We're gonna
it's not
fucking
about seeing.
we're gonna take a bite into these fruits and fucking stroke out and never come back to the never go back.
It's not about seeing if food's edible. It's about sending a message.
Okay. Go ahead and make a con save, Jungrak, and Friedrich, go ahead and make a wisdom save.
Okay, that's good for me. 20 total.
20 total.
21 total.
Tastes a little funky, but you know, you're dealing with it, Jungrak. It's chilling. You know, it sits kind of heavy in your stomach, but you know, it's not the
Does
best
it
tasting
taste
fruit.
good?
It's
No,
very
okay.
it's sour. It tastes kind of good if you like sour things, but like it's a weird taste for a fruit.
I'm gonna take another bite of it.
Okay. You finish the
and
fruit.
then
The
if it
second bite
doesn't
doesn't
taste
really.
any better, I'm gonna throw it.
Oh yeah. If
Yeah,
it tastes,
no. If it doesn't, if it still tastes really bitter, I'm just gonna toss it.
Okay. Yeah. You toss it. Frederick, what was your save?
21 total.
21 total. Your vision gets a little hazy when you first bite into it, but it's like a really sweet, like very sweet fruit. Like, not like unnaturally, like disturbingly sweet, but like it's probably one of the sweetest fruits you've tasted. Like it's almost like perfectly ripe.
How hazy are we talking?
Like
is it just sort of like a...
Like you've had like 2 drinks.
I'm going to hand it to Jungrak and say, after seeing him throw his, I'm going to hand it to him and say, want to try this? It's pretty sweet. Think it might be alcoholic or something, but tastes nice.
Sure.
Okay.
If it's sweet, it won't be as bad as that sour fruit.
So go ahead and make a wisdom save.
Oh yeah, here comes the 2. Let's see it, baby. All right, I rolled a 13, and I have no modifier.
Okay. You get a little more like hazy than Frederick. You're both kind of like you're at that stage where like you've had like a few drinks almost, and you're kind of like this is pretty good. You like kind of like
Bro, we're getting fucking buzzed.
you like kind of like not like punch him hard, but kind of like you know how like you kind of like give your friend like a nudge. You're like, hey, this is pretty good, and you like take another bite.
All right, I think we should grab some of these. These are actually really good. We should bring them back with us. See what they think of them.
I could agree with that.
I think I'm gonna have another one. I would like to imagine that I have no idea just how much this is affecting me, so I'm gonna act like it's nothing.
Alright, so you guys continue your way around the island, and that's probably the most significant fruit you grab. Go ahead and go into the other chat and send Rubyx and Freyla in here.
1 second.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh wait, just
Is
Rubyx, you stay in
chilling?
here. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
I'm back. Okay, so you and Ravana are walking down. So I take it that they don't know about the thing.
Everything? Yeah, no, they don't know everything.
Okay, so they don't know. Okay. All right. Well, they seem like a decent group of people. You know, I know that you guys don't like Friedrich that much, but you know, he's not all bad. I like Rubyx a lot. He's a sweetheart. Um, don't know much about the other people, considering I knew them for 2 days before they got lost in a wild storm, but I like Rubyx. He's nice.
Yeah, I was hoping you would maybe have a bit more of a better first impression with them.
Yeah.
I know they're not exactly very happy with me, so I was hoping that maybe you could ease that. But
Oh. I was trying to go for like a kind of like supportive, kind of bitchy vibe, you know? But I guess that's not exactly what you wanted out of me. Alright. I was trying
not
to be like,
exactly.
I care about Freyla, and I don't really care what you think of me kind of deal, but maybe that's not really what you wanted. Okay. I can do better. I can be more buddy-buddy, more friendly.
Don't get me wrong, it's appreciated, but maybe just bad timing.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't really know what's going on with you. Are the White Carnation people after you? Well, you know, not all of them, but some of them.
I'm honestly have no idea what's going on. For your first question, yes. I guess somebody in there is coming after me. The reason why he is, though, I don't know.
Okay. Second question. Are you happy with what you're doing, with what you are, Freyla? Because it doesn't bother me, but you know.
Well, I think we both know the answer to that. Am I happy? No. But I figured I may as well follow this group because they can at least help me slow down some of the bad things that this group wants to do. Like, for example, there was a plague going around in town. Had the source of that fallen into the wrong hands, we would be in a really bad situation right now. But they
Okay.
helped me get rid of it.
And what do you think of these people? I can tell you don't really consider them your friends. You hardly consider them your acquaintances, but maybe I think you need more friends. More than me, at least. I'm not flaky, but you know, I do my own thing a lot of the time, and I think you need people that you don't have to tell them everything. You don't have to trust them fully, but they clearly have your back. Even that one who is so aggressively against you. That Killian fellow? He is strangely loyal to you.
Well, the way I see it, I suppose, as long as our interests align, I'm sure things will go as smoothly as they need to.
You're always so funny, Freyla. Give it time. Maybe one day you'll see this for what it is. An opportunity to be normal.
I don't think that's an option for me.
Maybe. But you can steal moments. Kind of like I do. Anyways.
Speaking of you,
Yeah? What's up?
I'm not the only one under your spotlight, I suppose. What have you been up to?
Well, as you know, I was lying about the book. There was no book when we were at Astabar's Manor. But, you know, I like to keep them on their toes. Say things that get them riled up about something and make them overthink what they've heard. Because then it throws them off from the real message. But, I don't know. I went down south. I kind of liked it. But it wasn't great. It wasn't home. Traveled around there for a bit. Met some people. Nobody super interesting. And I got bored. I came back here. Because, well, to be honest with you, you're the only real friend I have. I make a lot of acquaintances, a lot of friends at parties, but no real friends. And I think we both came from a place when we've met that was very raw and dangerous and scary for both of us. And, well, we are lucky to have found each other.
I mean, likewise. Believe me, if I had the opportunity, I would definitely just be spending a lot more time with you, but unfortunately I can't.
I know.
And what about your family? You know, you left your brother with a lot of responsibilities.
Yes, he does have a lot of responsibilities, but I know he can handle it. He shouldn't have to handle it by himself, but I know he can. I just need some time to sort things out, and then I'll go back. And I'll take my responsibilities back. Anyways, we should look for fruit, Freyla. And
I roll for perception for the fruit.
Alright,
And then I also minor illusion the thing so that we can
yeah.
have it fresh on our minds.
She rolls terribly. What do you roll? You go to roll with advantage because of your minor illusion. I guess she would too, because you offered it up, so she will roll again.
17.
17. Fuck, she rolled a 5 and a 6. But no, you actually find like this kind of like spiked, kind of like durian fruit. Kind of like this bright yellow color. It's hard to get into, but once you crack into it, you kind of like take a look at it and you realize that while it is hard to get to the contents of the fruit, there's nothing poisonous on the inside. It's actually just like a normal, like meaty fruit. And as you continue to walk, you actually run into Jungrak and Friedrich.
Oh man.
Alright, you guys are back.
Yep.
The plan is simple.
Boys.
So you guys actually go make a complete, within 30 minutes, you guys make a complete loop around the island. And
Oh, wow.
run into each other. It's not a very big island.
So, did you guys find anything?
I'll
You can-
hold up the fruit that I found.
Freyla, you notice that they're kind of swaying and they're very smiley. And you can see that there are large bites taken out of this pink fruit that they have like armfuls of.
Yeah, we found some fruit. How are you guys holding up?
We got some
Yeah,
fruit
yeah,
too.
we found this and it's really sweet.
It's really
You should actually
good.
try some.
Wait, am I there?
You're not there
We'll
yet.
be on the other side of the
They
island.
met at the like they're opposite you, so they both have to make a 30-minute walk back to you.
I'm gonna stick out the one that has bite marks in it and extend it to the two of you.
I'll take it from his hand and just like take a look at it.
Yeah, go ahead and make a nature check.
18.
18. It looks like the fruit is not dangerous. It will not, like from what you can tell and what you know about like eating, because you did have to kind of like scrounge for yourself for a couple of years when you were off on your own. It doesn't look poisonous, but it definitely looks like it can cause a reaction similar to alcohol within the body.
How many of these did you eat?
I had one.
You had one? It's only been like 10 minutes, if even that.
Maybe 1.5. Me and Friedrich kind of split one.
Are you holding
Yeah,
up, Fred?
we shared one. It was pretty good, but we were getting kind of full.
But these are really good. So I grabbed a bunch and we should put them on the ship. I don't know how
Yeah.
long. I don't know how long they'll be fresh for.
Yeah, go ahead and grab a couple of those and take them back to the ship. But while you're here, why don't you try some of the fruit that we have?
Yeah, sure.
Mine is different, right?
Yeah, yours is significantly different. Theirs is kind of like, you know what a pecha
It was
berry
like-
looks like?
Wait, so does it look more like an apple or more like a peach?
It looks more like an apple, but it's like that pink color, that very deep pink color. And
Okay.
theirs kind of looks like an actual like like in Breath of the Wild, like the durian fruit, like the,
Hey.
No, but
the
I
yellow
know how
fruit.
to use Google.
The king of fruits.
It's basically like a spiky yellow fruit that you have to break open, and it's kind of hard to get into.
Oh,
But
is that the one? Is that the one that we saw but I ignored?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, theirs
is it,
tastes.
is it still
theirs-
covered in the spikes, or is it
yeah.
already busted open?
He's busted like Freyla. She has busted it open, and there's like some meat that you can pull out. It tastes. It's definitely not as tasty as yours, but it's good.
It's not nasty like the other one.
It's definitely not nasty. It tastes good, but it's not. It's like yours is like candy sweet. This is like normal fruit sweet.
Okay. That's a lot better than the other one we ate, or I ate. Yeah, I saw this. I saw this purple fruit and I grabbed it. It was really bitter.
You didn't like it. He took like 2 bites, threw it away.
Trial and error, baby.
Then I gave him these ones that we got. They're really good.
Yeah, these are really good. I don't eat fruit very often, but this is the best fruit I've ever had in my life.
Yeah, these are really good. The first time.
I'm gonna look towards Ravana to see how she's reacting to this.
She's just like kind of like smiling, and she's kind of like quietly giggling to herself. Alright, well,
Alright.
which way do we want to go back?
Guess we can head back to Rubyx.
Back the way we came.
Okay. We'll go there that way. We'll just continue our loop around the island, Freyla.
But we came from that way.
Yeah, we'll go the way that you guys came from. And you guys can come
Okay.
with us.
Alright, sounds like a plan.
Lead the way.
Alright.
All right.
You guys take another
Okay,
30
Ravana.
minutes. You pass by all the trees. Do you get more fruit?
Yeah,
Well,
Ravana and I
I'm-
will catch up. We're gonna grab some more of our fruits.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I imagine Friedrich and I have like as much as we can carry already.
Yeah, probably.
And it's all the pink apples.
Yeah, I'll take Ravana and we'll look for more of the not pink ones. The normal fruits.
Yo, you're missing out, dog.
For real.
think we
Oh
have
my
enough of
god.
For real, for real.
This is good stuff.
But yeah, you guys make your way back to Rubyx. You see that they each have an armful of a certain fruit. One person, the Friedrich and Jungrak group, they both have armfuls of like this pink kind of apple. And Ravana and Freyla have armfuls of the yellow sort of like spiky fruit.
I see you've made much progress. Meanwhile, I've been here.
Yeah,
Any
nothing
Well,
happens.
players?
No creatures
Well,
came out of the woods. No pirates
we-
came to attack you.
We
It's
found
really-
we found fruit, but did you guys wanna go and see about that magical fruit at the center of the island?
Freyla's gonna look towards Ravana.
I don't know. It could be fun. Could be cool. We could get a lot of. I mean, hey, if it's actually magical, we could use that. We're gonna need some help the next couple days.
I like the way you think. Let's go.
Guess it wouldn't be a bad idea to have a contingency plan in case something happens.
Actually, we should probably put these on the ship before we go.
That would be a good idea.
That's fair, less to carry.
Is there like an empty barrel or something that we can just drop the fruit in? Underneath deck?
Plenty of empty barrels that have now long since dried out.
Alright.
I'm gonna,
Perhaps-
I'm gonna wait for those two to like go back in the ship,
Okay.
and I'm gonna stop and turn around and face Rubyx. So they don't eat those fruits.
What do you
Alright,
mean?
Fred. I'm definitely bringing at least 2 of these with me.
Oh,
What do they
I
do?
got you there. We'll both bring two. These are just so good.
It looks like they're having some sort of weird reaction to that fruit, so it's best that we steer clear of it for now.
That seems very strange. What kind of effect
You know
do...
that when it's kind of like Killian when he gets to somewhere he can drink, except a lot less angry.
Oh no.
Except a lot less angry. Oh no.
You know,
Oh.
Jungrak, I don't think we offer Rubyx one of these fruits. Should we bring an extra for him if he wants one?
You're right. We should bring another one for him.
Ah,
And we
that's
should bring one
true.
for Freyla. And we
true.
should bring one for Ravana.
Yeah, they all probably want some. These are really
Alright, so
good.
I'm gonna bring 3 and you're gonna bring 3.
Alright,
One for the
sounds
each
right.
of us.
Yeah,
One for them. And then 1 extra.
just in case. Just in case.
I'm gonna turn around and head back towards the boat to drop
Yeah.
my fruit off as well.
Yeah. You see that they clearly have just like fruit. Like each of them has like a bit of fruit shoved in their pockets. Is that fruit in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? But yeah, they have fruit shoved in their pockets as you go to put your fruit away. It's not anything that worries you, like Freyla, but clearly they are not like perfectly okay.
Yeah.
Like, you don't think that they're gonna get like poisoned or like horribly sick from this. But they're clearly not like perfectly of right mind and body.
Freyla's gonna put her fruit in the barrel or whatever.
Hmm.
Approach Jungrak and like put her hand on his forehead.
Yeah.
I hope you.
He's a little flush. But I mean, like, not like a concerning amount.
If you start feeling strange, let me know, please.
Alright. Oh, yeah, I take one of these. I'll hand you one.
I'll take the fruit from his hand.
Alright, so you guys head down
Thank
to the
you.
beach, and you see Rubyx and Ravana kind of just sitting down in the sand. So, we going? We head into the center?
Yeah, I think I'm ready. Oh, before I forget you two, I got some of these for you, just in case you wanted them.
Ooh,
Believe me, they are so sweet, perfectly wrapped.
yummy.
Freyla's gonna like make eye contact with Rubyx and just like
I'll hold on to it.
Ravana.
are you serious?
Yeah,
Yes.
Let's go!
she just kind of like chews it.
I like turn slightly concerned to Ramada.
It is really sweet. Alright,
That's what I've been saying.
well, let's get going.
Jungrak, why do you sound like that?
Like what?
Never mind.
Is the word you're looking for happy?
There's no problem that cracking open a cold one with the boys can't fix.
Exactly, man.
Alright, so you guys make your way towards the center of the island. The trees get denser and denser with more and more like strange looking fruit. At this point, Freyla, it's hard to even tell what might be edible and what might not be. And the two boys, they're too distracted with their own fruit. Yeah, they're too distracted with their own.
Is there anything around that looks similar to this apple?
That's a big question.
Make a perception check.
Because that's important. Alright, I rolled a 5 plus 3 is 8.
8. Yeah, there's this it's definitely an apple, but it's kind of got like a bright bluish tint to it. But it's similar.
I'm gonna tap Friedrich on the shoulder. I'm just gonna point.
Oh, that looks like the ones we got. That's a weird color. Do you think it tastes any different?
I think it might. But what if it's not ripe? What if it's not sweet?
That's true. Maybe that's why it's a different color.
I think we should grab one anyways.
Yeah, let's grab it and see. Maybe we can eat that one when we're back, and
Freyla,
just dig
they're
a
not
little nibble,
being.
see how it tastes.
They're being very conspicuous. Like they're not even trying to hide that they're grabbing this fruit.
I'm not even paying attention to them. I'm only looking at Ravana. I really worried look on my face.
Alright, I'm gonna go grab one.
Okay, you grab one of the.
I'm gonna stow it away.
Alright, you stow away the blue fruit. Alright, you guys make your way deeper until it opens up into a clearing where there's this gigantic tree, and there's almost like these star-shaped golden fruit just hanging from the tree.
Yo! It's the Paopu fruit!
It's the freaking Paopu fruit.
Have I made another fucking Kingdom Hearts reference? Please tell me I have.
Let's go!
Let's go! Hey Ben, so on 2 of the points, does it have leaves coming out of it?
I mean, fuck it, at this point, why not?
Legend says that if you share this fruit with someone, your souls are connected forever.
So, you guys are at the edge. You guys just approach the clearing. Do you want to approach the tree?
How tall is this tree?
It's probably
Is
as tall as one of the masts of the ship. It's a pretty tall tree.
So it's got like a big canopy.
Yes, very big canopy.
And how high off the ground is the lowest hanging fruit?
Probably 10 or 15 feet off the ground. You'd have to climb up it a little bit.
Hey, Freyla, you think this is what we're looking for? And I'm gonna take another bite out of one of the pink apples.
What?
Crunch.
You know that fucking scene with the fucking penguins in Madagascar where it's like he's eating the fucking chips or the fucking Cheetos.
Every time Freyla goes to speak, hum.
Well, are we near the center of the island, I'm assuming?
Well, we must be.
I haven't been paying attention.
Did you wait to... Okay.
I really haven't been paying attention. Your guess is as good as mine.
She's actually she looks
I
fine.
get
High tolerance.
All right. So if we think this is it, should one of us climb up there, or maybe someone?
It's just a tree. Let's just go
Is it
take the
athletics
fruit.
or is it acrobatics to climb?
It would probably be.
Yeah,
it would.
but
It would
it's
be
not
either.
like these other ones where I could just walk up and grab it.
Yeah.
We're
Well,
we're gonna have to-
we all
we're gonna
go
have
up to the
to-
tree and we climb it. Well, not all of us, but we go up and climb it.
Freyla walks up to the tree and kicks it and sees if any of the fruit falls out.
Yeah. So you go up to the tree. Do the rest of you guys like follow from the clearing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. Nothing falls off the tree.
All right. Let me try. I'm gonna do the same thing, but I'm gonna like kicking a door down.
Make a strength check.
And then after that, crunch.
Strength check. That's a 12.
Okay. Your kick isn't that strong. You kind of lost balance when you like leaned back, but the tree still kind of shakes. Like the whole foliage just kind of shakes when you kick it, and you're like,
All right,
And then
but
there's like
take a
this
step
like
back for a
there's
moment.
this low kind of like almost like clicking noise, and then like kind of like this rumble, like almost like in the back of something's throat. And you guys look up and you see a head, a serpentine head kind of peek down. And it kind of retracts and then and I would like you guys all to roll initiative.
Yo, is that a fucking Adam and Eve reference, bro? You go to get the fruit and the snake comes out?
The snake comes out and goes, "Get us."
It's only Adam and Eve if
Alright,
Freyla
so
accepts it and eats it.
Friedrich, I mean Freyla is right there, Jungrak is right there. Rubyx is kind of standing a few feet back, probably.
Am I cutting out for anyone, or is that just me?
Is it me? Am I cutting out still?
I don't know. Nobody responded.
Hey, am I
Hello,
cutting
friends?
out for you guys?
Hello.
Hello?
No.
No.
Okay.
Am I cutting out?
Yes.
I don't think so.
No, I'm just kidding.
Well, something's wrong because Ben says something and then I hear him a second later.
Just
After
disconnect and
the video.
reconnect. It might be your end.
Yeah, I'll disconnect as well. Alright, I'm back.
Yo, Ben, how come Jacob gets to have 2 Frederick?
Alright. So, where is... Oh wait, why am I putting Salazar? We need Ravana. Ravana's between these two lads.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, hey, Ravana, you can talk to animals, right? Maybe you can communicate with this thing. Never mind.
Alright, everybody go ahead and roll initiative.
14.
Oh, let me add initiative for everybody.
$19.
Okay, you guys can go ahead and add your initiative to the thing.
Oh, can we edit the numbers ourselves?
Yeah.
Oh, we can.
And then Ravana.
Yo, what is happening?
Was this just... Jesus.
Rednecks?
What?
Don't
Someone
worry about
talking
it.
about it?
Jungrak, what is your initiative roll?
14.
Alright.
Hold on. I have something very important to do.
So Rubyx, at the top of this initiative order, you are up. With one arm, you're kind of like clothing kind of like draping the side of your body, like it was your left arm, right, that you lost?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of draping your left side of your body. What do you do?
I'm getting the heck out of there. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna be like, that's not good. And I scan it for weaknesses.
Okay. What do you... So you're scanning it for any weaknesses. Okay. Let's see. So... It seems to have a relative weakness to fire.
Hey, everyone. It's made of scales, correct? Now that, now I'm no expert, but I think, those are flammable. Wait, no, scales aren't flammable. Scales are... That's why dragons are... Fudge! Anyway, just use fire. And I back up.
Okay.
And I'll hit it with...
Do those fire bombs we have still work?
Oh! Yes, they should. Do I have them?
Yeah, Freyla
I
gave them to
handed
you.
them to you because you said you were gonna make flares or whatever. I was like, maybe these will help.
Oh, did we make 2 or 1?
I handed you 2.
Well, like 1 smoke and 1...
No, I
Like-
handed you 2 fire and 1 smoke.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna throw a fire bomb.
Okay, go ahead and make a... So, go ahead and make an attack roll with your dex. And add your proficiency.
Do you have them in your inventory? Should I remove them from mine?
I don't even know, like, are they like a D&D
I
Beyond
just did a
thing?
custom item.
Oh, okay. I don't know how to do that.
I'll just keep them in my inventory then, but we'll see though.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna use 1. So, okay. You said it was a dex roll?
Yep.
Plus my proficiency? Okay. That's a 10.
10 total?
Yeah.
Alright,
I don't have the inspiration because the day is over, right?
yeah.
That was yesterday.
So,
Wait, does it last for a day?
there's a...
Bardic
I thought it
inspiration? No.
lasted for like 10 minutes.
Oh wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Actually, that's too small. I mean, that's too big. And it's too far over now. So there's like almost like a that goes off next to the tree, and the creature kind of like recoils, and you guys now see that it has multiple heads. Friedrich, you're up.
Sorry, I've been zoned out because I've been trying to get my camera to work.
I getcha.
Hold on. Let me sort my monitors out. There. I guess I'm gonna, since I haven't been paying attention, I'm just gonna go all in.
Okay.
Can I move up here next to them?
You're gonna
To
so you're gonna have to
swing
step a
on it?
little bit forward to get into like it's the area to attack it, but yeah.
It's fine by me. And then I'm gonna use the Star Metal Longsword that was so nicely
Okay.
given to me. Actually, let me... 1 second. It's been a while since I played D&D. I forget what I can do. Okay, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and roll to attack this, or roll to hit this guy with a longsword.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Does a 12 hit?
A 12, unfortunately, like glances off its scales. It's like a lot sturdier than you expected it to be at first.
Well, it's a good thing that I'm lucky, Ben.
Go ahead and make another attack roll.
No. Wait. Should we be fighting this thing? Wouldn't it be safeguarding these fruit?
Are we not fighting this thing?
I'm like,
does this count as context that I like missed because I wasn't paying attention?
No, this thing.
no, Ben wanted us to roll initiative, but I'm trying to like roleplay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rubyx misses one firebomb. Maybe we shouldn't attack this.
Wait, you left him fireball?
Yeah, I whiffed it.
You can do that?
Yeah, because he has to throw it. Like, the area right here where I made the box is burning currently. But... yeah.
Are you gonna burn this fucking tree down?
Dude, you drew in
Maybe he
the
is.
bomb with magic marker. You were supposed to cut it out with a power saw.
Yeah.
Alright, you have one more attack because you have multi-attack, Friedrich.
So go get the power saw.
Okay.
Did you
A
re-roll your attack
23.
with your
Yeah, I got a 23 with the reroll.
Okay, yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
And I'm going to Divine Smite uses a spell slot, yeah?
Yeah. And depending on
Yeah.
if you use a
gonna
first
use
level
a spell
spell slot,
slot
it
as well.
adds how much, Victor?
It's 1d8 per spell
was-
level.
Okay.
That was 2d8.
Oh wait, no, it's
For-
2d8. And then 1d8 for each spell above first.
Yeah, and you get an extra 1d8 if it's a demon or...
Which, is this either?
I don't think so.
Okay.
It's
Hold
just a
on.
big reptile.
2d8 and the 1d8 plus 6. And then we'll roll a 2d8. 26 damage.
26 damage. You slash up, and as this creature is mostly like head and neck, you slash, like, and like almost like you're not at all intending to slice off the creature's head, but it slits open almost easily, and just one of the heads just crumbles down and falls. So you did 26 damage?
Yeah.
Okay. Oops. I didn't mean to click on that. Okay. 26 damage. And you have one more attack.
Yep. I'm gonna attack him again. Just
Okay.
gonna do a normal with the star metal longsword still. A
Okay.
21 to hit. And 8 damage.
8 damage. Alright. Jungrak. You are up
Alright.
as Friedrich.
Uh,
One of the heads just like clatters down.
I'm gonna step up. And I'm going to attack it.
Okay.
I'm assuming at least an 18 hits it.
18 hits.
Okay. I'm
Let's
going to
go.
make this a menacing attack.
Okay.
And I'm using this axe two-handed and no shield, so it's a D10.
Okay.
10 plus 4 is 14. Plus 1 is 15. It has to make a wisdom save.
Okay. It passes the wisdom save.
Alright. And I'm going to attack it again. I'm going to do the same thing.
Okay.
Does a 19 hit, yeah.
Unfortunately, it passes the wisdom save again. So it was
so-
14. How much damage was the first attack?
Holy shit.
14 plus 15?
15 damage from the first attack.
Okay.
I rolled another 10, so that's 14.
Okay.
Another d8 plus 3 is 17.
So 17 plus 14? Or 15?
Yeah, and I'm going to use Orcish Fury to reroll
is
the
it-
damage on the die.
Is it 15 or 14?
15 from the first, 17 from the second.
Okay.
And then Orcish Fury reroll gives me a plus 7. So 17, 24, 15, 39.
As you do that, another head clatters to the ground.
And with my bonus action, I'm going to rage.
Okay. Freyla.
Oh boy. Okay, I'll move here. I'll empower my weapon. And I will take a shot at it with my heavy crossbow.
Alright, go ahead.
19 to hit.
19 to hit, that hits.
10 piercing. 4 frost.
10 piercing, 4 frost. Your shot flies through another one of the necks and just the head falls off.
I'll shoot it again.
There's so many heads falling off.
Alrighty.
10.
10 to hit. Did you say 10 to hit?
Yeah, 10 to hit.
Okay, yeah. The crossbow bolt goes wide and sticks into the side of the tree. As the creature kind of like gains its bearings, the stump that Friedrich chopped off, the stump that Jungrak sliced off, and the stump that Freyla chopped off, kind of begins to bubble and froth, and almost unnaturally and crazily quick, 2 heads sprout out from each point that you guys chopped off. So now where there were 3 heads, there are 6.
Wait, the crossbow bolt, like, took out a head entirely?
Yeah, it seems like this creature is almost more likely to lose limbs. Kind of like how a lizard, if it damages its tail, it just drops it.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're just making fun of me.
My joke to you.
So now it has. So it started with 5 heads, and it has 3 more. So it has 8 heads. It's going to go down towards Jungrak. Does an 18 hit you, Jungrak?
Yep.
Alright.
But I
You're
think
going-
I take half damage unless it's special.
What do you mean?
Like if it's one of the normal types of damage. 'Cause I'm
Yep.
raging.
Okay, you take 15 piercing damage, so you actually take 7.
Alright.
Friedrich, it's going to attack you. It's going to miss 1 attack against you.
Bro, does he get an attack for each head?
Maybe.
Oh no, he made a mistake.
Yeah.
So
Gee,
Friedrich, 1 attack hits you,
maybe Fire Wish.
doing a total
Way
of
to
9
go.
damage. Another attack hits you, doing another. So you take an 18 damage at this point, and then it's going to attack Jungrak. So this is. It's going to be 5. Unfortunately, Jungrak, a 22 does hit,
Yeah, I know.
and you're going to take 9 damage as well.
There are 9 heads right now, or
Is that already halved?
No. So
Okay.
4. And then it's going to attack you one more time, Jungrak. So that was 5. This is 6. You take another 4 damage that is actually halved already.
Okay.
Friedrich, you're going to be hit again. And you're going to take 7 damage. And then the last attack is also going to hit you, Friedrich. And you're going to take 6 damage. As there's just...
Can I luck that last one?
Yeah. Alright, it still hit you.
Wasted a luck.
Damn, that's all the luckies.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Ravana is going to kind of like strum, and she's going to cast... What would she realistically cast?
Based on Jungrak.
She's going to cast Shatter on the creature. And she's
Aw.
going to bonus action Inspire Freyla.
You cringe for that.
So this thing is going to make a... Con save. 11 plus 6. Yeah. Saves against the con save, so it's going to take half damage. And it's going to take 9 damage.
Beat damage.
Wait,
beat
Ravana,
damage.
give me inspiration.
Yeah. Alright, Rubyx, you are up.
Oh boy.
Having made the
Come on.
call out that it is weak to fire, it now has 8 heads.
Light him on fire, old man.
Way ahead of you. Say, if I create 3 rays of fire from Scorching Ray,
Okay,
can I target individual heads?
sure.
Heck yeah. Alright, that's what I'm gonna do.
Rubyx out here calling his shots.
Well, let's see if they hit though. Let's see, all 3 are going to freaking get nothing. Okay, wait. That's an 11 and an 8 and a 6. Plus 7 each. So
Okay.
13. 15 and
18.
18.
2 of them hit.
Yes!
So 2 of the... One of them goes a little wide and slams into the tree, but 2 of them connect into the heads. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay. First one does 10. Second one does 7.
Okay. So 10 and 7. Alright. One of the heads, as you slam into it, it like burns, like the point, and it like breaks off. But at the point at which the wound makes contact, there is no bubbling, like you saw before.
Yes!
Alrighty. Friedrich, I believe, is up, unless you have a bonus action you'd like to use.
Who, me?
No, James.
No, I'm
I
good.
was gonna say.
Okay.
I don't want to
Frederick.
heal anybody.
You are good to go.
I don't have much.
Plan is simple.
The plan is simple.
It's quite simple. Don't hit it with my sword, other sword, or javelin.
Bro, punch it.
I'm thinking about it, bro. I'm thinking about it.
Can't
Hold
part
on.
his claws.
Let me look through my spells because I'm
Well,
feeling I could use one of these.
Go ahead and make
I mean, you could
a.
always heal yourself.
You know, we're gonna
Yeah.
start doing this. Go ahead and make a intelligence check.
Me?
Yeah.
Fuck it, we ball. We're gonna use luck one last time. Let's go, boys. Please, nat 20. 9 total.
9 total. Alright. You can't really ascertain what Rubyx's plan is.
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
So what are you doing?
Two, duration, concentration. Not like that one.
Should have gone for the head.
Yo, that'd be kind of badass if I can pull this off.
Well,
I don't think it will work, but it'd be cool.
But fuck it, we ballin'?
Is it a
Bruh.
fuck it, we ballin' kind of day?
I'm balling without the end, you know what I mean?
we scoring some style points today.
Alright. We'll score some style points today. I'll use my spell command.
Okay.
What?
What's the
So
save
it's
on
gotta
that?
get above a 14 wisdom.
And what is the effect if it does succeed?
If it does not succeed the save,
You get to pick, don't
it
you?
will follow the command on its next turn.
Okay.
It's not undead, right?
It is not undead.
Oh,
What's the save on it?
it's a wisdom saving 14. It has to
14.
get above 14 to pass.
Okay.
But I did just read this now.
Okay.
Is that the spell has no effect if it doesn't understand your language. Which
Dang, I should have scanned
Okay,
for languages.
Oh yeah. So if you think it doesn't understand you, it hasn't shown any language proficiency throughout your fight. That doesn't mean it can't understand you, but it hasn't shown any language proficiency, so you don't have to use that. It's up to you though.
are you saying the spell?
So
Okay.
if you just read that, you're
Yeah,
new
I
to
just
D&D.
read
I
that.
will give you. If you think that it's not going to understand you, then you can retract using command.
I have a
Ben
slight
offers you
feeling.
one take backseat.
So yeah, this is my 4th luck of the game. Yeah, I'm not gonna use that because why the hell would some dragon thing on a different plane of existence know how to speak English? We're gonna use.
There goes the style points.
Yeah. I'm sad about it, believe me. I kind of wish I could use the style.
Yo, just
point.
command Freyla.
As he goes.
just command Freyla.
Kneel!
Kneel. That's what I was gonna do to the dragon. Is I was gonna use the grovel command, and
Yeah.
it's literally just got to
Yeah,
kneel
no.
there for its next turn.
Command is really good.
That's I didn't realize I had that spell.
For a low level spell, it's really good.
Yeah,
Um,
I didn't realize
Attack-
paladins got that. It might just be your paladin. What are you? What kind of paladin are you? Are you conquest
Nah, I think Paladin's period can get it.
or are you redemption?
I don't remember.
I'll check.
I thought he
I'll
was
be
a
honest
zealot.
with you. Is that under features and
What?
traits?
Yeah. So you are a Oath of Vengeance. That's right. That makes sense. I understand now.
Yeah. We're gonna go with using Channel Divinity Abjure Enemy.
Okay.
So he has to make a Wisdom saving throw, 14 again. Yeah. On failure, its speed is reduced to 0, and it can't benefit from bonuses for speed for 1 minute or until it takes any damage.
Okay. Yeah, it can't move right now. You
You
could also use Vow of Enmity.
Vow of Enmity.
That's
Which one
also
is
a
that?
channel divinity.
I think that movement one is kind of pointless because I'm just gonna hit it next turn. So if you have something else, you should probably use that.
I concur.
So Vow of Enmity
Well, I thought
allows
we
you
were
to
gonna
gain advantage on
cancel.
attack rolls for 1 minute.
Just
I
him.
guess I'll.
Yeah,
I
just
guess
him.
I'll do that.
So
Yeah,
you get
that's
to
pretty
roll
good.
every attack twice, basically.
That's also useless to me because if I'm gonna chop his head off, he's gonna grow 2 more.
Well,
Maybe.
we still have to kill it.
Maybe.
We still have to.
Maybe.
We still have to kill it, Jacob.
I believe in you, Jacob. You can make the right call. If you don't want to hit it with your sword, you can just get advantage with your fists.
Yeah, just punch it. Punch it in the ribs until you break every single one.
Just flatten all the heads with your
I'm
fists.
so scared. We'll
Yo,
go
throw the
Vow of
fruit at
Enmity.
it.
We'll go
Honestly,
Vow of Enmity.
Okay.
I'm honestly actually considering doing that.
And I mean, I could use my other attack, I guess.
It's up to you. Even the piercing damage ended up breaking a head off. It looks like it's reactionary as opposed to actual slicing of the heads.
Can I aim for not the head?
You can try, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna monster hunter this
I'll do
fucker.
that. I'll aim for not the head.
Okay.
Break its
Go ahead and make
ribs.
attack roll with advantage since you have the abjure enemy, I believe. Or
Yes,
Vow of
I do.
Enmity. That's what it's
Vow
called.
of Enmity. 22.
22 definitely hits. Go ahead and roll your damage. And apply Smite if you want to.
I will. I might as well. That's just 2d8.
Yeah, and if you want to upcast it, since you have, I think you have at least 2nd level spells.
I do. We're not gonna upcast it because,
Okay.
for
Yeah.
all I know, this is just gonna give Homeboy another freaking head. Is Vow of Enmity a spell slot?
It's a feature.
It's
That means
it's
I've only
just
used
channel
two
divinity.
spells,
You only
yeah.
get to channel divinity a certain amount of times.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
It's probably once a day.
22
So,
total.
22 total? Yeah, 22 damage total? Is that what you mean?
21 damage total.
21 damage total. Okay. And you do actually cleave off of a head. But there's no bubbling when you cleave it off. Alright.
What?
You have a 2nd attack.
Impossible.
What do you want to do?
Hog?
Like you stab its body, and
No.
and even then it's still like it almost like reactionarily blocks with its head. But there's no bubbling this time.
Okay. I'll take it.
Could there be a limit to how much hedge it could regrow?
Perhaps. Fuck if I know. Vow of Enmity, Channel Divinity counts as an attack or no?
No, it's a bonus
Yeah.
action.
Oh, that means I get another attack.
Yep.
Oh. We'll do the same thing
Alright.
and try and also not lop a head off.
Yeah.
A 20 to hit.
20 to hit hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
We're gonna also throw that smite on it because I can, and I'm cool.
Okay.
Just first level though. A 20 total damage.
20 total damage. You stab into the creature's body. No head falls off, but it kind of writhes as a flash, almost like a flashbang of damage. Jungrak.
Nice.
All right. So when this thing crawled out of the tree, did any fruit fall on the ground?
No fruit fell onto the ground.
No fruit fell onto the ground. Okay. Let me think. Alright, well, I'll just start by attacking it. Does a 12 hit?
A 12 unfortunately does not hit.
Okay.
Yeah, my 13 didn't hit.
20 total hits, right?
20 total hits.
Alright. And I'm going to menacing attack this.
Okay.
So that is 6 plus 4 is 10. Plus 4 is 14.
Unfortunately, it does pass.
Yeah, I figured. Can I gauge how hurt this thing looks?
It looks decently hurt.
Hmm.
And how much damage did you do?
14.
Okay.
I'm
It's
going
definitely
to
looking bloodied up.
activate. I'm going to activate the frost metal thing from the chain shirt.
Okay.
And since I don't have the shield equipped, I'm assuming I just get the chain shirt benefit.
Okay. Yeah. Yep, that's true.
All right, so 10 temporary hit points. Don't know how to put that, but I'll figure it out. And what do you think? Should I action surge and smack him again, or should I wait,
It's up to you.
fellas?
Maybe wait. I don't know.
Alright.
Does it have like a time limit
Well,
for you to action surge?
no, but I have to short rest after this combat if I want to have it again.
How long does rage last?
10 rounds.
Ah,
And this
Yeah,
is the
there's-
second round. Oh yeah, there's a +2 to that damage, Ben.
Okay.
Fuck it, I'll just action surge.
Yeah, I will.
I'm gonna second wind.
Okay.
That was my bonus action. So that's 7 healing.
Okay.
And then 2 more attacks. And one of those is going to be my last menacing strike.
Okay.
Alright. 18 and 24.
It still unfortunately passes.
Yeah.
So 18
like
and 24
Jose.
both hit. Go ahead and roll damage, though.
Alright, so 6 plus 4 is 10. 7 plus 4 is 11. 21. Plus 4 from rage. 25. Plus d8. 6. 31 damage.
31 damage. Alright. You blast into it. It's carving in like an almost like furious attempt at just downing the creature. Did you add your rage to that?
Yeah, that's what
Okay.
the rage.
Freyla, you're up.
Okay. Sorry. Has its head's been coming off, or?
With these attacks, it looks like Friedrich and Jungrak have been focusing the body.
I'm just gonna cast Toll the Dead on it.
Okay. It's got to make a wisdom save.
Wisdom save, yeah.
That is a
What's
12,
that?
so I believe it fails.
Yep. 1d12 damage. Okay. Takes 9 necrotic damage.
Okay.
what's that ringing?
Necrotic coils kind of like surge around it and crush onto
Actually,
it.
wait.
Yeah.
I cast Hex on it first,
Okay.
and then I do that.
Gotcha.
And then so it takes an extra d2 of
You mean
Necrotic.
D4?
No, I mean, sorry, it takes an extra 2
Okay.
necrotic. It's a d6 of necrotic, but I rolled a 2.
Okay. Gotcha.
A
Alright.
D2. Is that a coin?
So-
I'm just kidding.
Both Rubyx and Friedrich, you guys get attacks of opportunities as this thing rushes towards Rubyx, the source of the fire damage.
Oh,
Oh.
I get an attack, you said?
Both of us.
Both of you do.
Alright. Alright, come on, baby, don't let me down.
16. 16 hits.
Okay.
Do I still
That's
have advantage?
12 damage.
Yep, you still have advantage.
Good,
Actually,
thank God.
12 plus 2, 14 damage.
14 damage.
22 to hit.
That hits.
Heck yeah.
And that's all we're gonna do. Yeah. 9 damage.
9 damage. Alright. This thing, bloodied, bleeding, none of its skin bubbling, comes up to you, Rubyx, with 6 heads remaining, and attacks you. The first attack is going to do 15 damage to you.
Let's go!
The second attack is going to be... I don't know what it is that. Hold on. It's going to be an 18 to hit. I assume that hits.
This ain't looking good.
Indeed, that hits.
You're going to take 13 damage.
Nice.
That one definitely hits. You're going to take 6 damage. That also hits. You're going to take 9 damage.
Oh yeah, with that 6 damage, I am exactly down.
Oh, with the 6 damage? Alright, so that was...
You did 15 then 13, right?
Yeah.
Then 6.
So 6.
So I'm down.
Alright. I did commit one of my attacks to you. So... You automatically lose 2 death saves as it doesn't realize that you're going down. And kind of like grabs at your body and kind of like pulls away. As you guys see like blood kind of splatter all over Rubyx's clothes. When it sees that it's fallen down, the creature like almost in a bloodlust turns onto you two, unleashing its last 2 attacks. An 18 to hit you, Freyla?
Yep.
Okay. And that is going to be a 12 damage. And then it's going to attack Ravana, also hitting and doing 7 damage. Alright. Oh god.
How many attacks did this thing get?
This thing got 6 attacks. It gets 1 for every head it has.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Ravana is going to use her bonus action to cast
when it
Healing
hits
Word
me?
at 3rd level. So I'm going to roll
When it
that.
hits me, I cast Hellish Rebuke on it.
Hellish Rebuke? Okay. Go ahead and... So what is that save? Dex save?
Dex save.
Okay, it makes the save, but it still takes half damage from it, so...
5 fire damage.
5 fire damage. Okay. That'll do it. That'll do something. What the fuck did I
I
just
have to
do?
do a con roll for concentration, right?
Yes. But how much damage did it do to you? It should only be a con save of 10.
I rolled a 22.
Yeah, you're good. Okay. So, Ravana is going to cast Healing Word at the highest level she can. So, she's going to... Let's see, I'm going to use this. 1, 2, 1, 4.
Wait, does Hex do damage?
You gain 9 hit points back, Rubyx, and you are no longer on your last death save. And she's going to use her full action to cast... I don't even fucking know. She's going to use Vicious Mockery in an attempt to, and it fails against the Vicious Mockery, so it's going to take 2d4. So it's going to take 6 damage, and it now has disadvantage on its attacks next turn. Rubyx, you're up. Just in time for your turn.
That was wild.
Yeah, that was a wild set of moments, because I already committed 1 attack to you. I'm glad I didn't commit more than that.
Just outright killed him.
Oops.
Oops, haha.
No, that was the plan all along. See, I knew I was down after this 6, and I was waiting to get that 2 failures. So then Ravana could heal me, and it would waste an attack.
Yeah, he sucked up
Got a
damage.
thing. 40 chest
Big
up.
brain.
5 chests out here.
All right, you're up. What's your move?
Yeah, I'm gonna bonus action healing word, highest level,
Okay,
on myself.
gotcha.
So that is 2d4 plus an additional 4. Hopefully I roll all 4s. That is a 1 and a 3.
Well, it's 1-4 technically.
8 healing back? Okay. Alright. And now for the big spell. Flaming Sphere.
Okay.
I'm just gonna like out of like, I don't know, like a drunken desperation, just like hurl the sphere at it as I'm like recoiling back.
Okay, so that's what's the save on that?
The save is a dex save.
Okay.
So
Okay,
let's see.
What's the dex save? What's the number?
It's 15.
Fails. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Yeah, boy. So that is 2d6. 2 1s. Let's go.
Outstanding.
It takes 2 damage.
A whole 2 damage.
No
Nice.
way. It's really 2d6 damage.
Yeah, it's 2d6, and I rolled 2 1s.
Alright. Let's see.
But I don't know, it's like shedding bright light from it now. I don't know what that does. But
Oh wait, this is fire damage.
yeah, this is 5 damage.
Rubyx. As blood is kind of like just dripping down you, and as the wound is like still closing from both your healing and Ravana's, how would you like to do this?
So I freaking get up. I'm all a mess. I'm just like, God, that one hurt like I just lost another arm. And then I hop backwards and like toss like the ball at it.
You guys see as like
And like as I'm doing that, I'm just like on the ground now.
yeah,
'Cause
he tosses forward almost like open palm, like upward facing towards the sky, and you guys see like almost like this like glowing ember come out and just like expand outwards, engulfing the creature as he's blown backwards onto his back, and the creature just starts to like shriek as it just burns up into ashes.
Yeah,
Alright.
Yeah, let's
One
go.
of the heads that got lopped off still there.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna pull a tooth out of it.
Alrighty. Very good, fellas.
That was my first. How would you like to do this in like freaking
This was
20
just a Hydra,
sessions?
right?
Yeah, this was a Hydra.
Alright. Yes, excellent. That's my fourth thing.
I'll just be like very tired on the ground.
I'm going to settle down out of the rage. I'm gonna walk over to Rubyx, and like the Hulk, I'm gonna hand him a potion. I'm gonna look down at him, stupid fucking grin on my face, and pull out a potion and hand it to him.
Like the fucking taco.
Yeah.
Shay Jungrak, have you had any more of those fruit?
Yeah, I brought some extras, and I'll hand him that too. And I'm going to finish the one I was biting into now.
Same.
Well, if it's a narcotic, there are worse ways to go.
Narcotic.
Huh?
What are you talking about?
I don't know if that would be the best idea.
Alright,
Do you take a bite,
Ow.
Rubyx?
I'll cook it within the flaming sphere.
yo, grilled alcoholic apple?
I'll like put like a twig into it and like hold it in to the ball, like the ball, like a marshmallow.
Okay.
If that actually
Yeah.
works, that's kind of huge.
Alright, Friedrich, let's see what this creature was guarding. I'm gonna start climbing the tree.
It kind of tastes like if you've ever had apple pie, but it's like very sweet apple pie.
Bro, we just
Tastes good.
invented the meta. You cook that shit and it's not alcoholic. We just broke the game. Now we don't have to eat the nasty fucking spiky fruit.
Mm-hmm. We did so much better than Freyla.
Exactly.
Alright, you climb the tree and you guys gather probably as much fruit as you can carry. I'd say that each person can probably carry about, based on how big they are, probably about 3 fruit each, if you want.
I'm going to eat one.
Okay. And you will find out
Ben
the effects
just-
of that next session.
Ben just said arms are irrelevant.